WIIFTBP.
If you're a business professional, have you ever wanted to multitask on your way to an important meeting instead of navigating through traffic? Fellowship Fleet Limousine and Bus Company is your solution for chauffeured ground transportation. Our company provides sedans, SUVs, stretch limousines, vans, and buses for corporate travel, airport transfers, and group shuttles. If you're a corporate travel manager, individual business professional, event or meeting planner, relax. Let us take the wheel. Visit fellowshipfleet.com to book right now.
Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
Drops of cruising, old school music, old school juicy. Gotta make my way to you. you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A, the Bay, everywhere. I'll take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down. I wanna take you down. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life.
Lake Shore, I made sure to make sure, that my place yours. 28th floor, I had 8 thoughts, all 8 yours, cake for dessert, but I ate yours.
I'm gonna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A, the Bay, everywhere. Fly all over. Your last boy couldn't get what you asked for. Your last boy didn't even know. I'm gonna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down. 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 I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. The Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Mace Jackson Show. Dang. What was that?
I was folding, you know.
Oh, I thought that was a slurp. Like,
no,
I was like, dang, what you do?
I got couth. I know about courtesy.
I seen you yesterday. You was about to just drink. You wasn't even feeling.
You know, I was just.
You was like, you was bottoms up. I was like, dang, you ain't go.
How was I supposed to know?
We not gonna toast. We not gonna.
How you supposed to toast a wheatgrass?
It wasn't wheatgrass.
A cold pressed green juice. I thought you just supposed to drink it. I didn't know you supposed to toast it like it's some Remy.
No, you don't. And let me just be clear. You don't shoot Remy either.
What? How you sip yours?
You're supposed to drink.
Man, I'm
Remy.
trying to get it over with. I ain't drinking to play.
No, Ruthie. You missed the opportunity for
to taste the notes. Blah 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 blah.
No. But instead of getting slapped.
Why drink?
You can get understand that. First, you
What's the
sniff. You swirl it and you sniff. You check the legs, and then you take that. That opens up your nose. It opens up your. It opens up.
I just need to open up the bottle.
Then, Ruthie, you are supposed to sip, and it's supposed to inhale while you also take the drink in, and you're supposed to.
Nope, not inhaling no liquor.
Swish.
Nope. Because
then what it does is it opens up your mouth, and then the alcohol is better absorbed. And then you have a consistent, it's sitting and it's consistently being worked into your system. So instead of going, instead of like, shut up! Like,
I don't even drink. I'm just trolling. I don't even drink like that, Mace.
No, Ruthie.
I don't. I'm too little. I will be laid out somewhere.
That's funny. You have you sure picked up that drink like you was tossing a shot up yesterday, so don't act like
it was a cold pressed juice.
Okay. Let me tell you, I had one of those last week.
That's how you knew how to drink it.
Well, that is kind of, but the other thing is, because I never really drink cold pressed juice. Okay. But when somebody come around with shot glasses, you're supposed to. But anyway, Ruthie, so the thing about the cold pressed juice that I didn't really understand is, so I'm not, Carrie drinks these things all the time. Mm-hmm. But it tasted really good, especially that green one.
It was delicious.
So I drank like 4 of them, but like the whole bottle, not realizing that if you drink 4 bottles of kale,
you're gonna be regular.
It was kale, kiwi, apple, pear, but whatever the kale is, drinking 4 of those. Like, all of a sudden, I was like, I need an Uber. I need an Uber now. Like, and Soho has some really nice private bathrooms, but I did not realize. So I was like, I need to be in my own home for this.
You are pretty well known up in there.
You think so? I don't think so. I just had a meeting before. I just had a meeting before, and they was like, there's someone here looking for you. And I was like, no, I'm not. Well, no. And then you got the app. So when you got the app, they say,
you are well known there.
It make it look like you're important.
Don't dim your light.
But the thing is, I really haven't been there so much. I've been, since I've been saying, let me go there because I had to go home. But Ruthie, honestly, I'm going to start doing my co-working at TP. Mm-hmm. Because,
Y'all got cold pressed juices?
You know, well, we could get some cold pressed juices.
Cool.
I'm gonna ask Big Swill, can he get a cold pressed juice? And then he got cold pressed water. He got hard candy. Literally. I'm just saying. It's the Mace Jackson Show. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my girl Ruthie Moore in the building. You hear she got Ruthie. It's not skull cap cold.
What? Are you serious? Yes, it is. We all don't have the luxury of walking from our garages.
I don't. I have to park
into our cars, our heated cars.
I'm parking on the street. I'm parking on the street right now, and I must tell you, it's for the birds.
It is.
Like yesterday, we had.
I call it the walk of shame.
Man, I did feel shame walking home with 3 pizzas yesterday. My son was like, "What are we doing? Why don't you just move the other car?" And it's like every time I'm ready to move the other car, now it's almost time where you can put the car back on the front of the street. It's like now if I go put the car in the other garage, by the time I get over there, it's going to be like, well, you know you can park on the street now. I can park out front. Even though I'm probably not going to be able to park out front much longer because they're developing all of the vacant lots.
Oh.
And putting multi-units in. It's like
that's a good thing, kind of.
Yeah, no.
It's going to make your neighborhood density go up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, our neighborhood is already dense.
What they going to do about the lack of parking? Is that a factor in like living in a neighborhood?
Yes, that's why they build around not having to have a car. Like a selling factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my daughter's building, they build the fact that you don't need a car living there. They say you can pay more rent because you don't need a car. Because everything is within walking distance. Or you can take an Uber. Or they have bicycles available.
That's smart.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, give me a car. However, right now, hold up. Why is it that gas is the most expensive in the poorest neighborhoods? I swear to God, I saw some $6 gas yesterday.
Because, it is price gouging like no other. But you know what? It's high. It's high in the.
It's high everywhere.
Everywhere, but
no, it'd be higher.
Egregiously, almost like they say, "Okay, let's raise them right now." I'm talking about like it really should be criminal. Like somebody needs to open up an investigation because these gas prices at some of these corner store gas stations are astronomical.
And you can get carjacked.
For regular unleaded, I'm like, y'all ain't even got premium.
I'm telling you, premium was over $6. I saw a $6 premium yesterday. Speaking of gas stations, did you see the story? Selena Claiborne.
Mm-hmm. Carjacker.
That's ridiculous, man. Cook the carjackers. I'm sorry. Cook their ass. I'm sorry. I know we want to have all this. I mean, this woman was coming home from work.
It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, works at WGN as a security guard. She obviously, WGN is like as far north as you can be. Mm-hmm. So you know she got to fill up. You know she like, damn, I got to put $5 worth of gas per gallon in my gas tank to get to and from work. But I'm going to do my thing to be. She pulls into the gas station and 2 brothers.
One a juvenile. The other 22 years old. They said they just wanted the car, but they killed her. Because they allegedly saw security on her.
Right. How about walk away? And I know we super compassionate, and I know, oh my God, the factors of the world just create this. And man, Joe, it is ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. And I ain't no excuse to me. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Here this woman is coming home from work. She has a family. Y'all gonna take her car and kill her? Yeah. And we gotta have compassion? I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. The compassion I have is for the mother who passed
and her family. Like, I'm sorry for whatever happened in your life that made you decide that you was going to take someone else's life. You was going to take their car, and then instead of taking the car, you decided you was going to take the life. And yeah, I know the man done did it to you and everything else, and we got so much compassion for everybody but the victim. Like, that,
I think people got compassion for the victim. I think that the circumstances, it's so heinous. I don't think anybody's like, oh, we got sympathy for the carjackers. No, it's kind of like, this is particularly egregious. 3:00, you can't even get gas at 3:00. Like, coming home from work. I think when people who are trying to quote unquote like make an honest living get wrapped up in it in all of this crime, that's when it hits a lot closer to home.
I think that most of the times the Vics are the people who are not involved in it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't see carjackers carjacking carjackers.
Yeah, because you might meet a match. You gonna go after a weak and somebody you perceive to be weak, which is generally a single solo woman. Mm-hmm. So conceal carry. Stay with the pipe.
Cook them. And if they get caught, cook them. Sorry, cook them. I don't have no. I don't want to hear. Don't play no videos.
Of what?
I don't want to hear the mama videos. I don't want to see the mom telling me about. I don't want to see nothing. Tell them about they was good kids. Don't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. I hear you. Work it out. Reform it inside.
This is a question. I don't even know if you got the answer to this, but do you think the psychology behind it is that I'm going to pull this trigger and shoot this person? Like, or is it I'm going to steal this car? Oh, something transpired in the middle. Uh-oh. Or do you think people really set out to, I'm going to kill this person to take this thing from them?
No, I think it starts out, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I say we're going to take the car, but if it don't go, hey, Joe, no witnesses.
Got it.
That's how I see it. I mean, it's like, the reality is you do not have a gun 98% of the time if you don't have somewhere in you that you are willing to use it.
It's just kind of like a different mentality to think that, okay, at 3:00 in the morning, if I'm going to this gas station, I got to keep my hand on my gun and watch for anybody coming up on me. I don't like having to live like that.
And I don't like having to live like that around black people. Like, I would tell you that if I was in Mississippi and every time I went to the gas station I had to have my hand on the clip,
I don't like that feeling.
But in Mississippi, in an all-white town, I'd be cool. I wouldn't say I'd be cool, but the fact that I gotta be worried about my own person,
do you know that I refuse to buy gas in the city of Chicago unless I'm on E, just because I don't like the feeling of having to look over my shoulder to be ready to defend myself if somebody walked too close to my car.
I'm telling you, I feel like it's kind of why, I try to go to Costco, or I will pay the extra. But I told you that one morning they was trying to get me in the morning. I was 5:00. I did not go to get gas the night before, and I went to the well-littest gas station, but it was 5:00 in the morning, and Muggs was like, I was so glad I pulled up to the first pump, because I first initially went to the second pump where they could have blocked me in.
It's like you got to be so hyper aware, this ain't no way to live. That's why we got high blood pressure and all this stuff. Like, this crime, it impacts you. Like, even if you don't really think it does.
Cook their ass. I'm just telling you. Somewhere in this space Either we gotta
I
start
hate
taking
it.
them out, or
Maze, I don't like looking at people that look like me.
That's my
with
point.
such suspicion. Do you know how many times I did not gave my number out from some fine men that's been trying to holler at me because I ain't know if they was really trying to holler or trying to rob me? You can't even get hollered at right no more because you're scared.
wow, no, I don't know. Fortunately, I'm married. I don't know. I probably would have been all type of set up. I told y'all, I wouldn't have got set up. I feel like if you're not going to turn them over to the police, right? Then we need to be able to take them out back and put them down. Like there has to be, like to me, that has to be the word avenged is probably not the word that is probably not the best word. But to me, that somebody got to take you out. Like you, it's like, yo, cuz, come on. 22, the 22-year-old, 17, 16, you watch what's about to happen in 2022. 22, dig the grave. Now go stand in it. 17, watch. And all that, I want you to watch it. And I don't want it to be the police. I want it to be Grain Tea them or somebody. That's like, yo, get in the hole. Want a cigarette? Want a bee? Smoke it up. Say your prayers. Give me your last rites and bill out. Super simple. Now, you young man, after we put you on this tree and give you these 100 lashes, man.
Dang, Maze.
Then you, sir, you gonna have a chance to redeem yourself in 15 years. We're gonna let you live. You're gonna be grateful that you went to the police. Now, who's next? It's gonna stop. It could stop. But and I don't know that you need to. I don't think it will continue. Because I feel like you got to be more scared of your own community than the police. Like, I think, like, a lot of times when I see, like, my associates from other communities, before the police, do you ever hear about the Chinese people calling police? You think it ain't no crime in Chinatown? You think it ain't no crime in let me tell you. Go ahead. You killed a mom with 2 kids who is a civilian working. The fact that, no, that's not cool. Uh-oh. You can't, man, we ain't open yet. You can call us when we open it up. We're not opening. You can call in on that in a minute. No. And I still ain't got my damn thing. I've been waiting on my carjacker anti-car. Don't get me started. Don't. You call me about carjacking. You better be ready to tell me about my. Anyway. So Ruthie. Mom. Like, something in you has to see. You have to see. There has to be something that makes you pull back and say, okay, pass.
You mean if you about to commit a crime?
Yep.
What? No, you looking for an easy victim. Solitary single women are considered to be victims. That's a sweet lick. Ain't that what you and Riis be saying?
First of all, don't be trying to put me in that. That ain't what I be talking about.
I'm just saying, like, hitting the lick is a thing. Like, they probably scoped it out. Like, I don't think it was just no
I don't think they scoped it. I mean, I think they didn't know she was coming for gas. They was watching the gas station.
They was looking for a her. They was scoping.
Okay. I can see that. And did you see in the story they said they caught him, they identified him because he had on red underwear?
I thought it was, and they said the gas station
No,
knew both of them.
Right. Y'all gonna? Is that drugs? I mean, what is wrong with your generation? Like y'all, like for real, y'all gonna commit a crime at your own gas station? The gas station where you be standing outside all the time.
We're gonna act like we ain't see white man can't jump, and then dude went in there and robbed the dude, and he was like, "I know who you are already." Man, they been doing it already. You know what I'm talking about when he like, I'll be right back, and then he went and go and he got his gun, and then he robbed the dude at the gas station, at the store. He's like, nah, and then he saw him the gun. Man, that's been happening, man.
I agree.
Yeah,
but millennials, y'all done took it to another level. I gotta blame millennials. I just gotta blame
I think a 22 and a 17-year-old them ain't us.
That's not y'all.
Oh, that ain't.
No, that's y'all kids. That's y'all damn kids.
Them y'all grandkids.
Them babies out the street. My grandbabies too.
It's, I don't know, Maze. There are like certain. I do wish we did have a drop squad or something, but
gotta take them in back of the building and blaze them. That's what Jay said.
Yeah,
gotta take them in the back of the building and blaze them. That's all I'm saying. Like that. You to me, you killed that lady. Like, come on, cuz. Come on in here. Yeah, when you get to wherever. Like, somewhere in this space, there's got to be a break in this. Where there's got to at least go back to some sort of code. Like, some sort of something. Like, there is no semblance of any type of...
Didn't you used to get a chance to just give it up?
Yep.
But it's I think it's one of them, that on-site 12 type of thing. Security, police, guards, like, they can get it. It's like it's on-site. That's the code.
Right, but that's not a code. That's not a code. That's a lack of code. If anybody can get it, if anything can, anytime, if there's no respect for nothing, there is no code.
The game is twisted. That's a code.
No, that's not.
EBK, everybody killer.
Okay, so then we need to take him back in the building. I'm sorry. Like, you can't. I mean, I feel like, this woman is coming home from work. She has kids at the house. She is a straight civilian. Well, obviously they don't take her as a civilian because security. Now, maybe they assume she had a weapon. But again, if you get the drop on somebody, drop the weapon. Get out. Get out the car. Let me take the car. Go. Get out. Well, you can tell me whatever I can tell me about the conditions. Tell me everything. I'm still saying there is someone without a mother. Just a family that just became incomplete. For what? You wanted her car to do what? To slide on somebody else? Nah, man.
What was it at?
At the gas station right off of Jeffrey. You know when you get off Lakeshore Drive at Jeffrey? Mm-hmm. That gas station right there at the corner? Mm-hmm. Right there. Mm-hmm. That gas station, and I'm going to tell you what.
I know where they was going.
Huh?
I know exactly where they was going.
Where?
I said, well, my cousin said it's a chop shop. Not that I know, but it's a chop shop right around the corner from there. For sure. I'm 1,000% sure on that. Like, if you ever need your car missing, like, let's say you got your car hit, you like, you want to just have it like a missing, then like it's a little area over there where it's a chop shop, like chop your car up.
Hey, Riis, be cool, man. Dang. We around this mug trying
That's
to get.
Why I asked you where was that?
I got you, but dang,
like,
I don't want mugs
exactly
coming up in here. Ain't no code.
That's what they going to the chop shop.
Hey, bro. I'm just telling you. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry. And I know you got compassion for the shorties and all that.
I mean, I got compassion for everybody, but just the same way that
Richard
stuff is
Urban.
passed down, like you got to pass the code down. We have a lack of pass down. You can pass down good stuff and you can pass down bad stuff.
Or you could just forget to pass anything down.
And they gonna make it whatever they want to make it.
That is what usually happens.
But it's just a lack of mentorship. Lack of families. I just can't even, I don't know. I don't like having to think, am I about to have to shoot this person walking up to me that looks like me? Not a good feeling. It does something to you mentally.
I agree.
So I just say, I just not get no gas around here. Because I can't imagine having to take somebody's life because I thought that they were walking up on me a little bit too briskly. Now I got to fight the case.
That's why you got to get the insurance.
Straight up.
I was like, give me all that insurance. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Look, I don't know how we got stuck on that one, but yeah, I just felt a certain way when I read the story and saw it. And it's like it's too many times.
Too much, right?
It's too many times. And it also, every time I see one of these stories, it just makes me reflect on the fact that I was fortunate that I did not have an armed carjacking. Look, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to hit some of these headlines, and then we're going to get So Plain Up, plus social media question of the day. A few other things. I don't know if y'all saw Madigan pleaded not guilty yesterday, so we're going to talk about that because I think we're going to continue to see the Madigan myth break down, and I think the 800-pound gorilla in the room that has not been mentioned finally hit the front page today. So we're going to talk about that as well. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break. Mace Jackson.
What's up, Chicago? This is your man, Mace Jackson, host of the Mace Jackson Show. You hear me every single day ask the question, what's in it for the black people? Well, finally, y'all, we've got an answer, and it's called the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth, Unit 17E. That's in the mall at the 55th and the Dan Ryan. And you join us every Saturday where we are taking our politics black. We'll teach you everything you need to know about the game, from how to collect a petition, to how to knock on a door, to even how to become the next mayor of the city of Chicago. That's right, y'all. It is the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth in the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. This is a black people thing you wouldn't even understand.
Mace Jackson. And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion has to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around. Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:37 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler, blessed by the best. You already know the rest here on this Thursday with your sports, traffic, and weather update. As we head over to the sports, Bulls on a losing spree as they taking on the Detroit Pistons in Motown, as DeMar DeRozan will come out and drop 36-16 in the fourth quarter, as the Bulls would win 114-108. As we head over to traffic on Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 22 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 16. On the Edens, difference to Exchange and back will be 27 minutes in both directions, while the Eisenhower was 31 minutes in both directions. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan would be 34 minutes. Outbound 29, while the Bishop Ford is 34 minutes. I-80 to the Dan Ryan and 29 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson and back will be 7 minutes, and 8 minutes North Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 27 and partly cloudy. Today will only be a high of 30, but a low of 25. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Thursday here on The Mace Jackson Show.
Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha, oh, Golgotha, to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. God's gonna turn it around. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again. Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another. Please, son, look and have mercy.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building, plus my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. You know what? Ruthie said, you ain't even say nothing to Riis. I was like, we ain't even
That
start.
ain't what I said. I said, you ain't say hi to Reese, and you better say hi because he gonna get mad and he ain't gonna talk to you for the rest of the show.
I'm already mad. Ruthie had a real bad night of sleep.
Uh-oh.
Woke up and my girl forgot to put the sticker in the car, so I woke up to a $50 ticket. At this, once I leave here, I'm going home.
You can just contest it, man.
I'm going home and go to sleep, and it's gonna be Friday the next time I wake up. Okay.
It's your birthday month. You supposed to be happy every day.
Listen, man, the way that women treat money when they have a man is crazy.
That is true.
Man, I'm like the way they treat.
They really do. They be like, oh, we're just.
Like they don't really understand. Like
they be like,
yo,
just
mess up. Like
go get it off the tree.
It was just an honest mistake.
Reese, they be like, just go get it off the
but
tree.
it did the same mistake.
It was an honest mistake, Reese. Just contest it.
Go get it off the tree.
It's $50.
Right. See,
you go get it.
See how you just said
See
it?
it's $50.
It's just $50.
Right. See, that's cool when it's one time, but man, really,
just go get it off the tree, Reese. Just go get it off the tree.
That's what they think.
As they look out the window like, oh, here, go get it off the tree.
You ain't got your card?
But man, that's how my kids be.
That's what the kids for the kids. You
My
ain't
kids,
got your card?
where you got your card?
You got attached to this.
Right. It's, my son be like, Dad, just put your card on it. I be like,
I took my nieces to Six Flags one time, and they told me something. You ain't got no money? Why you ain't trying to spend it? I said, oh.
Hey, man.
And that's why I brought sandwiches, so let's go back to the car to eat.
Oh, my son.
Oh, I'm never going nowhere with you. You brought sandwiches.
That's what you do. What are you talking about? You want me to spend $30, $40 in there? Listen,
on
man, you
chicken
go
nuggets.
to that. You get you a cooler, put your little juice in there, get some sandwiches and stuff like that.
You can bring your cousin.
Yeah, and right then that's when you go out.
You can't bring your cousin with the kids.
But they can stay in the park.
They related to him too.
They can stay in the
That's their cousin too.
and they can stay in the park. Yeah, you gotta always. I probably only bought something one time. And that's because when I went there, I had a food voucher included. But of course, I'm making my own sandwiches.
Because I had some Coke cans.
Yeah,
Coke cans.
Making my own sandwiches, and I'm going back to the car.
So are you saying that you actually you bought your kids the food in the park? I wish she was my daddy. And they got a toy.
Right,
and a flash pass.
And a flash
Can you adopt me, daddy?
Hey, no, I'm
you
trying
and Tennille. I want you to be my daddy, and I want Tennille to be my mama.
I'm trying to get adopted right now. I told you, you see me last year. You saw I was trying to get adopted last year, right?
I'm saying, but May's got to be your daddy, and Tennille got to be your mama.
Man, please. Yeah. Never.
Maze,
We outside the car.
Thank you, Reese, because Maze, you just on another
We're
level.
going to get out the line, and you need to take.
I'm already in there, so I just gotta like come in there, like I got my little skin or whatever, like on my arm or like whatever. So I just gotta go like right back in there.
Y'all tripping.
You can leave and come back,
like
Maze.
$40, $50.
You tripping, Maze. You know how much them corn dogs cost? Anybody paying that much for no Dippin' Dots ice cream? We got ice cream at the house.
I'm done.
I get it.
Oh my God! This is the Eddie Murphy. This is an Eddie Murphy skit. I want McDonald's. We got McDonald's at the house. That don't look like McDonald's. Put some green pepper. I'm gonna make a hamburger at the house. That don't look like McDonald's. Wait,
you better ham your own burger. Like what? What are you talking about, Ma?
I cannot believe.
How can I ham my own burger?
Right.
And swallowing spit does not quench my thirst.
Oh God. Wait a minute. Y'all mean to tell me y'all didn't get the things with the little heads on it and the
You tripping?
Like,
Can't nobody know what some things cost.
The thing with the heads on it.
You know when you get the drink.
The little drinks with the little decorative cups.
Well, that's probably the only thing. And then if you got that, what you did is
Everybody try to carry that around.
So now those the refillable ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you get them, and then everybody. So now, like, what you'll do is so like I may ask for like a smaller cup, just like some water. So now I take the cup. I just paid $20.
Don't Reese. $20. You better not reveal it.
Oh, okay.
Reese, don't reveal the
okay.
lick.
All right. Well,
So y'all didn't get the fried ice cream and the funnel cakes and all that.
You could split one.
Right.
You tripping, man?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and split this right here.
What is it? Okay,
and guess what? We was probably at Indiana Beach and not Great America.
I
know how black people went to Great America. That's Kankakee. That's
Indiana
the Kankakee.
It's because it's closer.
Yeah, but no, you got Great America. No, I feel like black people used to stun in Great America. I used to feel poor at Great America because everybody had on a brand new pair of Jordans with a matching shirt with that. You could go to Great America and feel self-conscious sometimes. I remember going to Great America and, you ain't had no girlfriend and then the people had on they matching shirts and stuff. And then like, you don't remember like during the drug dealer days when like the drug dealers would come and them and they girls would have on the matching chains and they would both have brick phones, and they would both have on brand new Jordans.
Nah,
and matching.
Is that the type of man I need to get some?
Nah, we went with
some matching chains.
That man, back in the day, it used to be the bomb. Like I'm telling you, man.
Do people still dress alike?
Like I
nah, I've never.
I don't see it too often. Actually, I do. In the real hood, they be having the same, like they have the matching pellies.
You been out west? I think the only place they still sell pellies is out west, man.
it.
Pellies and the Mr. Shop.
Do pellies come with hoods on them?
No.
I ain't no since
The pelly has got to be the heaviest coat in the history of coats, though. That is the heaviest leather coat I've ever. And why does every pelly I have ever seen smell like chicken and weed?
It's probably the guys that get it.
No, but every pelly I've ever seen, if it's hanging by itself, it smell like fried chicken and weed.
Did Pelly have an official partnership with Looney Tunes?
No, that was Iceberg.
Was it official?
I thought it was
Yeah.
Lot 29. That down to
Lot 29.
Lot 29 was second. It was Iceberg.
I ain't heard that one in a minute. Lot 29.
Yeah, because it lasted like 29 days.
But we should definitely go to Great America with Maze, though. Antonelle, we see how we I've never had that experience before.
Are you serious? Like y'all,
amusement parks as an adult is way different from when I was a young
well, first of all, like an amusement park now, it's not. I don't have the patience, right? And I really don't care to ride the rides. Now, I will tell you, I would like to go. What I would do is I would now pay for a chaperone or a escort around the park.
Oh, I got a hack for that.
Minute. You can do what?
You
pay
can
for an escort.
Yeah, you can pay for a staffer to go with you and your family and accompany you, and then they take you to every ride and they walk you to the front. They get you. Their job is to be your personal chaperone through the place, so they can cut you through the back. They be like, "What car you want to ride on?" And you be like, "I want to ride in the front." So then they walk you to the front, and then they cut the line, and you know what I'm saying?
I got a better hack.
What?
That won't even cost you nothing.
What? Oh, the wheelchair.
Not necessarily the wheelchair. If you got a young person that got asthma, take them with you.
That works. Ooh. Oh, okay.
And
So
per the American with Disabilities Act, they can't ask you, well, what's your disability? Because all you got to do is say, You can't ask me that. and then you just go about on your merry way.
What if they say, I want to see it on your Vax card? They changing that up, right? I'm just
Do
telling
you still even need a what kind of card?
Think about the people who held out. Here's what I was thinking. The people who held out or who lost their job because they didn't get the vax.
Should they get them back?
Well, not only should they get them back, could they sue?
Straight up, man.
Think about this. Think about all the people that lost their jobs because they didn't get a vax. And now I'm seeing American Airlines and United saying everybody can come back vaxxed or not.
What about Chicago Police Department? You think they should still have to get vaxxed? Or they should just be like, okay, y'all.
I mean, I think that
we was just playing.
Psych. I'm like, what is in my body? I just wanted to go. So yeah, but I feel like we went to the park one time. We went to Great America, and our friend, she had arthritis, so that allowed us to get into we rode every ride in the park in 2.5 hours and was out. Like, I mean, we rode the Eagle, we rode the Demon, we rode
the Raging Bull.
You know what I haven't rode yet? The Batman. I ain't really been to the park in a while. I think I would buy my son a season pass. He gonna get his license, but I don't even know if he want to go all the time. But I feel like Great America. Like, I would want to go to Great America now for real, and stunt and play all the games as long as I want and lose.
You actually played the games there?
Mad than a mug too, because I couldn't shoot. You know, free throws. Them free throws used to look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I always be the black dude that just stand there and just be like, wick up. I want to take my son so he could just take all the prizes and we could leave. I used to always want to be the dude that had to walk around with the big old super bear on his back because I was the best.
That was always so annoying. It's like, no, I don't want to win a prize. I don't want to carry this around.
Well, y'all could have took it back to the car, apparently, because y'all was going back and forth to the car. You could have just walked to the car.
Of course, when I went in there, I made sure I was straight. I did all that.
How much money do you take? Like, if you was Great America, how much money did your parents give you to ball out? Like,
you mean
how much?
Back in the day?
Yeah, like when you went to Great America.
$20.
Yeah, you could have bought $20.
$20.
Straight up, Riis. $20. $20 bill.
$20.
What you do with the $20?
Depends. So now, when I was a teenager, because like you probably don't even know, but if you actually leave it, if you turn left, it's a McDonald's down the street. So now what we used to,
I knew that McDonald's.
Yeah. So now what we used to do is, because all we had was $20, and that was back when the dollar menu was busting. So we used to just go to, you know what I'm saying, me and my cousin, we'd walk to the gas station, make sure we were straight, and then we'd go, to the McDonald's, and then go and order us something that spent about $5. Now I got $15. I go probably, play a little games. We used to do the little water thing.
Yeah,
so
with the little boats.
I used to like the water where you shoot the thing and it's a race and you be
right. So now
and then they go all the way up to the top.
Right. So now what it is,
I can win that one.
Right. Here's a trick though. So now we got $15 left. We would take. I think you need to win 2 or something like that. It's like, I think then it was like $5 for like 2 games. I don't know. Either way, you had to win twice to get like a big prize. 2 littles equal a big prize. So we would wait until everybody leave, and we would only race each other, and we'll let. So it'd be me, you, and Ruthie. So I win twice, and we'll lose. And everybody,
you like old boy.
Everybody would leave with a big old teddy bear, man.
King of the hat.
You was like old boy Calvin Ridley in Atlanta, betting on your own self. I see how you do.
So yeah. No, but that's all we had, $20.
$20. 20 could take you far though. Back in our day, Riis.
I'm not tripping. I think $20. I think it would be 20, and then I would save like 30 or something so I could have $50 because I thought I was rich if I had $50.
Right.
Like I would like if we knew we was going to great, because when we were Nazarenes, the Nazarenes rented the park once a year for all of the Nazarenes. It was like in the beginning of the year, and so it would be like all the Nazarenes in the park, and it would be like May 8th, and we couldn't wait, and the church would be, and everybody would go, and we'd pile up and go out there, and my parents would give me like $20, and then I used to have a hustle, because remember I used to make the shakes, but my parents didn't know I made the shakes, so they still gave me lunch money every day. So I would take my lunch money, save it up, and then go to Eagle and buy candy, and then sell candy on the side in class, and then I would have a stack of money, right? And then I would take that money, add it with my money from my parents for Great America, and I have $50.
That was a lot of money.
Oh yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing. I had $50.
Oh yeah, you had 50, man.
That was a lot of money, Mace. For, like disposable.
$50, but they didn't know because they gave me 22.
What was you buying? Like food or spending it on like the arcade games?
Spending on the arcade games. I think I tried to make a record one time. Because, they had a recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that one time.
We still got our little old-fashioned picture.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What? Do you remember when you could buy like $1 million cut up?
Yeah, in that little bag.
I bought that one time because I thought I could paste it together. I did. I was mad to the mug. Like, this is some bull. Where did I get this idea from? Yep. Man, Great America. I love Great America though. Like, I used to like. What's the best amusement park though now?
Ooh,
in the world.
I ain't been to no amusement parks. In a minute.
Like, I feel like I haven't taken. I don't know if me and Carrie have gone to Great America.
Universal Studios probably like the.
I got pictures of my son and my daughter. We went to Universal Studios and Disney World in the same weekend.
Yeah.
They just knocked out. You should see them. They just knocked out. Like, okay, this is enough. The best. No, they're not connected. Universal Studios. They're in the same place. They're in Orlando, but Universal Studios is down the block.
The other one that's connected to Universal Studios because it's connected to something.
So remember, because Disney is Marvel, so it's probably DC. It's like
it's too because I went. They used to be like connected. It used to be like Disney World, and then you used to can like walk over to like Universal Studio.
Nah, Epcot Center. Nah, Disney. Like, hey Joe, when you come on our land, we run this piece. Disney, yeah. But then Orlando might not be a bad little jump. They had all the good restaurants. Yeah, but what was your favorite thing? What was your favorite thing that your parents did, like vacation wise? Matter of fact, Riis, did we say what's up to you? Riis, what's up, man? How you feeling, man? I forgot. We did. We was about to, but he already had an attitude. Remember, he was mad.
Man. I'm blessed by the best.
Yeah, he gotta go to sleep.
I'm definitely ready to tomorrow, March 11th. Just come on. It's already. I got about 4 hours left of this day. I'm going to sleep.
You ain't see the schedule?
The schedule?
It got changed.
The schedule.
Yeah, 3. They added 3 events to it today.
See, I don't know. He joking. There's
3 events on that bad boy. See you at noon. All right, it's
See you at noon. I help you, Riis.
You better go see Swill at noon. What you talking about? Nah, anyway. Where what was your best family vacation? Don't be.
Mama got too many kids.
So what was your best family outing? Do y'all remember when your parents used to say, let's go for a ride?
Family reunions. I would say that was like a highlight.
I love family reunions too. Where was your family reunion? Was all of it in Pembroke or was it somewhere else?
Mostly it was at the big house. And you started off like at one of my great aunts. And we got all this land and every year everybody would come out. But of course, things dwindle. Then Merriam, Illinois, like just different parts where you got family at.
Do black people still have like big family reunions? We do. We have a family reunion every 2 years. We're going to Riis, why are you shaking your head, man? I love our family reunions. Our family reunions be off the chain. My mom had 14 brothers and sisters. So understand that our family reunion be first cousins. We be looking at second cousins.
Your immediate family, like your mama's siblings.
And we be kind of like second cousins. Not like Darren is a second cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we kind of be like, the second cousins be feeling kind of left out because the first cousins be like, y'all know. But yeah, we have like our family reunions be pretty big with just the immediate family. Like the kids and their offspring and their offspring, it's off the chain. We have like, I think it might be like a couple hundred people.
Dang.
That's dope.
They ain't even all your family.
My family don't even like each other.
Oh.
You know what? That is so amazing to me somewhat. Like I feel like, now we got like, family pettiness. But like, you got people that think that Tennille is stuck up. They don't think that about me.
What?
Yeah, they.
I would switch that.
What? Tennille is the bougie one.
Bougie and stuck up are different though.
Everyone loves me. They be like, Maisie out that. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, I love like our family reunions be dope because it's like, I just found out that any of my family besides us drank. Because like we didn't have drinking at the family reunions.
I remember we talked
That's
about
what
that.
you thought.
And I told you how they was false flagging in the car. And that ain't even right. How people do try to put on airs.
I don't think they was putting on airs. They just said that a lot of times, and it wasn't, I think they kept it from the kids. I don't think the adults didn't know. And then when I became an adult, they was like, hey, This where everybody be dipping out too. All the big cousins be going over to the other house and they be having their drinks. But I think that we never had like you don't go to the family reunion and it's a liquor table. That ain't happening. You go to the family reunion.
That's wild. I guess I just grew up different. I grew up around alcoholics that drink in front of kids.
No,
because it's what? Let me get a taste.
My uncle was grilling drinking.
That's what I'm saying. Pouring the beer on the meat while he's drinking out of it.
Throwing a little
licking his fingers like while flipping the meat. Yeah. That's a family reunion, man.
Yeah. No, you need to come to ours and see.
No, y'all had a chef, didn't y'all?
Yeah, you know they had.
That's when me and Tennille did it. Like when me and Tennille did it, you know.
This is why your kids think money is out. Like I would too. That's what you just said.
We did.
If your uncle ain't flipping the meat with his fingers,
drunk.
What type? You ain't doing nothing with a cigarette.
Right.
Then y'all ain't no family reunion. Y'all had a family shindig.
Yeah. Y'all right.
Nah, you gotta come to a random. We had, man, please. We had when me and Tennille did it. Oh, we stunned it. They was so mad. It was like top this. We rented out a whole resort. Yeah. We rented 1/4 of the resort.
Okay, so we are spot on with saying Maze and Tennille be our mama and daddy.
I was just gonna say,
okay,
you print them papers out.
No, y'all should have seen it. Our family reunion when we did it.
We gonna see it at the next family reunion.
It's this year. It's in Columbus, Georgia.
Jackson.
Oh, we got it to go one. We got the go in there. DJ, look, it fit right on in for me. See that DJ? It fit right on in for me. Ain't gotta
Ruthie
change
Jackson.
Nah, we had like a chef. We had like staff, like the people went and picked the family up from the airport and then drove them back, and then they had like people brought we snapped because we just, we be feeling like we want to make sure our mama,
don't got to do nothing, right?
But we also want to be like, our mama got the best kid.
You know what? My mama be doing that kind of stuff too. Like you want to make sure your mama good.
You want to make sure that and it's not even a bad thing. It's just like, your parents did so much for you.
That's
and
the
you
perk,
want
right?
to, right. And it's like everybody gets to enjoy it, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you get to do, and I don't feel like I feel like everybody has their experience, and we be wanting to make sure that when y'all say, put some respect on Gene's name.
Sometimes I have a hard time at making my daddy let me do stuff for him.
I feel like most dads are gonna definitely not take stuff from their daughters, right? Like you are always going to feel like when Milan is like, "Dad, I want to get you the hat to go with your thing." I'm like, "Girl, don't you spend that money on me. You take that money and you go do something else. You buy me a card." Now I don't really care for cards like that. But I feel like you ain't gonna know. Like my daughter is not going to carry something. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you as a dad just feel like I brought you in this world. You ain't gonna be running around here carrying me. Come here, babe. I'm still daddy around this mug. I'm 80 years old. I can't pick up nothing, but I be damn it.
No, you need me to take you to your appointment.
No, you don't. I could drive my damn self. Give me an Uber, somebody. You probably as a dad do not ever want to feel reliant on especially your daughter, right? Like, I feel like my son, I'm gonna be like, boy, come over here, I need some.
But ain't that but to me, it would seem like it's a perk to have a child that is like, hey, but it's like, it do something to y'all pride.
It is, but it ain't. It's like you could do stuff, but don't, like, you don't.
You don't want to feel taken care of.
Right. Like I think.
But I feel like I'm at the age where I'm in a position where I can help my parents.
So you help them, but you don't
make them feel
like you helping me, right? You just do it, right? Like, I was just thinking, what you doing? Can I ride with you to the doctor today? Okay, well, you sit over there.
So I got to use psychology on them.
Right. You can't be like, I'm the daddy now. I'm still the daddy. You can't. I mean, don't no daddy want to be like, I'm the dad. I'm still the king around here. The no king want to feel like he got to lean on the princess. Now, if the princess be like, look at the shiny box. Or if the princess say, hey, daddy, because that's how y'all say it. Daddy, could you come ride with me in the Uber to the... Oh, this is a nice big old Uber SUV. Girl, that's nice. I like this. I might get myself one of these days. What is this, leather? I like these seats, and I like the captain's chairs too. Right? It's got to be a shared experience. It can't be, hey, lean on me when you're not strong. What you mean I ain't strong? I'm strong to the mug. Around here, my daughter around here trying to tell me I'm not the man around this mug. I brought you in this world. I can still lift a whole tree.
Mm-hmm. You're going to need some Epsom salt in
That's okay, but you won't be here to see it. Baby, run me a bag.
Call 911. Don't tell Ruthie.
Don't tell Ruthie. I ain't been the same since. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. I promise we're going to get the soul plane off the ground. We're going to talk about the rest of these headlines. Plus, we're going to get to these questions, the social media question of the day. But yeah, you can't make a brother feel like he need you know.
I need some lessons on how to.
Yeah, y'all women have just lost.
Here you go.
No, I'm just saying it's like it's a lost art form.
Yeah, it's called the illusion of control that you let men think that they have.
It's a loss of respect of men. And women have lost the art of making men feel like men.
Or maybe women are just we can't pretend.
Okay,
tired of pretending.
Okay, see,
so
go to the doctor.
Y'all always right.
See,
so right. Are women always right?
I gotta pretend that you always right though.
You ain't gotta pretend because generally women are. What you talking about?
So it's time to lift that damn box. Oh, you right, huh? You want to be right? You know. I was thinking. Did you see that? Did you see the Valentine's Day memes? I couldn't stop. I was thinking about Toy when I saw him. Right, the Valentine's Day memes where they was talking about, tell the rose to wipe the snow off your car. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show? What's up?
Hi, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey! Okay, hold on. I'm going to make an official nomination right now that we make Katie the new president of the phone club. Riis, can I get a second from you, man?
I second it.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. Everybody tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. If you vote that Katie should be the new president of the phone club, please signify by saying aye. The ayes have it. Congratulations, you are now the new president of the phone club. Katie from Ashburn.
We did it. You're going to be the next president.
How you doing, boss lady?
Fine. Thank you. I accept that nomination. Thank you.
All right. You got drafted.
Maze Jackson.
It's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here.
Steve Stanton.
Let's reminisce. Yeah. Woo. See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it
it's just me. Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach? Playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets. And now we're taking flights from London to Belize. And we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met, let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna throw back. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. We were making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now, let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back, let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now of the politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something. We gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed and solve wrong.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl Ruthie. Ruthie Moore. Not as in Ruthie's, but Ruthie Moore. DJ Riis the Ruler. Riis and Ruthie have ruined
Riis and Ruthie Jackson.
Riis and Ruthie.
Bolingbrook.
Nah, you be claiming that K3 stuff. But I was just y'all bogus. If you let me tell you something, ain't he?
I'm TT Ruthie. It's TT Ruthie.
TT Ruthie is cheap Ruthie. If you take the nephews and nieces to Great America and you make them go to the car to eat a soggy sandwich, because you know you put it on the ice and then Sometimes the ice be dude, I got bad experiences with lunches in the coolers because when we used to go fishing, my old man would make the sandwiches and put them in the cooler for fishing. But he didn't buy. He wasn't buying Ziplocs.
Don't tell me the sandwich bags. And
So
the
he
water
bought
leaked.
he put the sandwich bag with the fold over, with the flap with the fold. Put that bad boy in there, and then your bread be soggy, and he make you eat it anyway. So now you just mad. Nah, dog. Ain't no coolers. Ain't no coolers. No how. No way. No thank you. Nope.
Well, you know what? My nieces and my nephew are getting older now, so some stuff don't fly no more. So they'll probably look at me like, I ain't eat no sandwich.
Right. And you gonna probably be now. What ain't TIU? Look at Riis. Riis like, well, you ain't gonna eat.
You ain't hungry, then. That's what you mean. I'm just saying this kitchen slave.
Your parents say you ain't hungry. Your parents ain't hungry. Say you ain't hungry. Then I don't want that. Then you ain't that.
You ain't hungry.
Ooh.
I'm a pretty picky eater, so I don't even do young people like that. Like if they don't eat stuff, then I ain't gonna force them like that because there's some stuff I ain't trying to eat.
Right. Oh no, that's part of being an adult though. That's part of being an adult.
No, it's also part of listening to young people. You can't. I don't believe in making them eat stuff like that. Like
What they got to say?
Let me tell you why. Because I got a trauma. I got some post traumatic stress disorder.
Go ahead.
One time, I had some pancakes and it was not no syrup. And my daddy said, ain't no syrup. And I had to use corn syrup. He said, if you put that corn syrup on them pancakes, you gonna eat them.
I did that before.
And I sat at the table for a long, long time. I didn't eat the but still, that was traumatic to me. So I don't.
That's not trauma. That's growing up, damn it.
So I don't force people to eat stuff that they don't want to. That they don't want to eat.
Did you ever? Okay.
You got a story like that?
Oh my God, I got a couple stories.
Did you have to eat it, or did somebody come rescue you? Because I think one of my siblings might have came and just.
Nah. So here go the lick. So I got two of them, but the first one was, you remember how people used to put ketchup on potato chips?
Yes.
In a bag, and it was cool. So I put ketchup on, like you would get after school and you could go in there and put hot sauce so you could get ketchup or whatever at the bag. So I was used to doing that at school, and my parents bought a bag of J's, but they bought that giant bag of J's, like the 2-pound bag. And I'm like 7, 8. We still living at 514 62nd Street. So I grabbed the bag of chips and put the ketchup on the bag of chips. Man, it was off the chain for the first 30 minutes. But then, you put ketchup on the chips in a whole bag and it get to the bottom and it's all soggy and it's like a soggy mess. And my old man came home to eat some potato chips. So I had to put the bag back up there. He opened the bag up, the bag got ketchup and you know how it go. Oh, I did. Ruthie? He said, you're going to eat this whole bag of potato chips. Now, this is a 2-pound bag. This is before they started doing, the bags where you get half the bag and it's air. This was the bag was a 2-pound bag of chips. And I swear to God, them chips I was eating on them chips for 3 days.
Maze with the ketchup on them?
3 days. Yep.
Okay,
then,
so
I got 2 more traumatic food stories.
Maze, ugh.
Then I remember that the first time we went to Arby's. And, I saw Arby's on TV and I just was like, oh, I want to go. And I said, I want a hamburger. Because I thought every restaurant you go to, they got a hamburger. Dude, they don't have hamburgers. I'm like, I want a hamburger. You can't tell me Arby's don't have a hamburger. They don't have a hamburger. I want a hamburger. Yes, they do. So dude says, make them a hamburger. So they put ham on bread and put some Arby's sauce on it and say, since you didn't want to listen to me, this is your hamburger. So you got to eat it. You open it up and it's ham on bread with Arby's sauce and you this is not a hamburger. I don't want to eat it. Are you going to eat it? Ruthie? So I didn't eat it at the restaurant. They cooked dinner. Everybody got fried chicken and everything on their plate. My plate come out with rice, peas, and that sandwich.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh. I sat there. I was mad. I took a bite. Hung it up. I said, I'm not eating no more. Sat there for 2 hours. Okay, you can get up. Next, I was like, phew. Next morning, Usually we have oatmeal for breakfast. That's what was in the bowl. That damn sandwich. So I finally ate it. Then finally,
you ate it?
I had, man, it was like eat a beat. There it is. You gonna either eat it or I eat this mug. Then here go my last one. And it's about dark meat.
See, this is trauma.
Chicken. My parents used to force me to eat the drumstick. Right? They'd be like, oh, give him the drumstick. He love the drumstick. I ain't never told you a day in my life I like the drumstick. Never, not one time. So all the time I would be forced to eat the drumstick, and I hated the drumstick. You know why I hated the drumstick? Because it had that bone. You know, like when you eat a drumstick and there's that other bone, it's like the one long sharp bone that's in there. There's the big bone, and I never liked that. And then my old man would be like, you got to clean the bone. So then it's like you got to eat all the chicken around the bone, but then he wanted you to eat. And then you know how like if you eat a chicken leg and it's got like a sleeve, like at the bottom part, where it's kind of like
the skin.
Yeah, but it's like you know how sometimes people got big ankles and that skin don't be right, and he'll be like, you got to eat all of it. And he wanted your chicken bone clean, so it's like he wanted me to eat the gristle too, and I'll be like, this is terrible. So now I won't even look at a chicken leg.
Okay, so did you make your young people eat stuff like that growing up, or you was just like,
No, hell no. It's like this is me. Like I feel like some of that was necessity. Some of it was.
I feel like it's because they grew up real poor,
Yeah,
and you can't waste no food. And I told you, my grandma said expiration dates was invented by the white man to make you buy stuff at the store.
They said that, though. It was an article that came out. They said it's usually a month longer than what they put on there. But, Ruthie, I don't. Like, I kind of feel like get what you want to eat as long as you're going to eat it.
Yeah, but...
And if you try something and you don't like it, right, I teach you at the restaurant you can send it back. Right? And I try to cook, like, I don't feel like there's ever a point when you got to make something that nobody likes just for the GP.
Thank you,
like
parent.
Like, I don't do that. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, dude would make sandwiches and make stuff that was nasty just because you had to eat it as a kid. And they'd be like, bro, why are we eating this if nobody really likes it? Like, why? Like, why do we have Vienna sausages if nobody likes Vienna sausages? Nobody. Like, you could just go by, like, you right next to Vienna sausage is salami. We all like salami.
Food power tripping.
Amen.
That's why I don't do that. I don't do that.
So would you take your niece and nephew to Chicago Cut?
They got a kids menu? If you go there and say that, what would they say? Oh, they would laugh.
Yes, they'd be like, that filet mignon is the kid size.
Y'all got chicken tenders.
Oh, Jesus. What is the worst thing your parents made you eat?
The pancakes with the corn
with the Alaga
syrup.
The Alaga syrup. People be swearing that first of all, I hate that. That was the worst syrup ever. I feel like that was slave syrup.
Dang.
I do. I feel like that's the syrup that the super old people who great-great-grandma, like, they would have got a taste of that and been like, Lord, thank you. But I'd be like, good God, no, I do not want your Alaga. The only time I want some Alaga syrup, some corn syrup, is when I'm making a pecan pie.
We used to eat the potty meat and Vienna sausages fishing.
Just
though.
the whole
premise,
potty meat. Just the whole don't know, it's potted.
Now you know we call it potty meat.
Right. Because it tastes like chew.
Yeah, I can't eat that kind of stuff nowadays.
Open up the can. Like, I don't even know that we have I'm going to have to, after the deacon, I'm going to have to go get me some canned goods. But I don't even think we have canned goods, hardly. Like, I feel like we eat fresh. But I got to start getting me some war rations in the house. And I got to give me some metal garbage cans. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. We have been talking about absolutely.
No, this was important to reminisce and share.
Reminisce on the love.
I love finding commonalities between, like, cultural things that happen, like how we all have these same experiences that tie us together. And that's why I think we got to explore them, because we got culture. You got to just explore it and talk about it and sift through the trauma.
It's not trauma. Y'all got to stop calling every damn thing trauma. It's
Some stuff is trauma.
It's not trauma.
Yes, it is. There are things that happen in your childhood that
teach you to be tough. It's the seasoning. It is the things that make you you. It's not trauma. You have to have some adversity so you can not be running around here like, oh, there's no Grey Poupon. I didn't get a trophy for showing up. Oh my God, I came and you guys didn't even tell me I did a good job. It's what we paid you for. That's your check.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Oh, please come to work so you can feed yourself.
It's the great resignation happening. Employers should be happy that people showing up.
All right, y'all wait. Keep on letting that gas go to $5. Y'all gonna be showing y'all.
I already done. Can I get your gas card? Can I get your gas card?
You better get you a new plan then. Mug's gonna be around here at the gas.
Is anybody trying to go half on the gas card? Reese, you any sweet licks?
Y'all gonna be sweet licking if y'all.
Listen.
$5. It get to $6. It'll be some sweet licks, all right. Mug's gonna be having all type of new dates for gas, right? It's gonna be like, you need a side chick. With that gas, can I get a gas card? You don't even rent. It's not even necessary. Just pay for the gas.
Can I get a ride? I'll give you a ride.
How far you got to go? I'm just telling y'all, $5.36 I think I paid yesterday. $5.36. Yes. I was like, man, like we gonna have to start bowling, like the visits. Like we gonna have to start planning our visits and carpool on the visits. All y'all meet up in my house and then we gonna ride out to grandma's together. Right? I was wondering why my daughter was like, where is it again?
Straight up.
Hey man.
Ooh, these electric car people is shady too, man.
Oh, and
don't say their name.
You know it's Angela and Tania.
You know these electric car people.
Yeah. Look, I saw Angela. Angie Kilpatrick was up there talking about my face when everyone talks about pre-pandemic gas prices. Man, that's all right, because gas gonna be cheap than a mug, and you're gonna be like, what do you mean I gotta pay $10,000 for my electric? Y'all tripping, man. All right, it's the Maze Jackson Show. All right. Dang, we didn't even do no headline.
They finally can justify them prices. Before it's like, it's gonna be the future.
You know,
but it's like, damn, I guess they was on to something.
ComEd is like, damn, when we needed Madigan the most. Shoot. And he probably thinking, man, I could have made a killing off this one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We have officially not done our job at all. So we're going to start very soon. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building. Plus DJ Mr. Rule. Who did we
Did
take?
somebody say electric cars?
Right?
Woo. You think Tesla people are in the cult?
I think the Tesla people.
What's the club still?
No. The Tesla people are like the nerds who became the bosses. Right? Like, you know how it was all the cool kids at school who was driving the big gas guzzlers and kicking it, and, they had Mustangs, and, they were in the parking lot kicking it. And the Tesla people were like, I think I'm going to get this car. I'm going to get, look, guys, it's the wave of the future.
I promise when, after Biden was like, okay, no more Russian imports, the Tesla people's like, we told y'all.
Right.
We told y'all.
Tesla people are worse than iPhone people.
I agree.
Right? So don't say nothing to me about my iPhone if you own a Tesla. So the Tesla people was like, they're like the nerds who became cool. So they're like the tech nerds who are now the billionaires. Right? So back in the day, they was getting abused. But now they like, everybody like, dang, I want to be cool with you.
We told y'all.
We told y'all. Like we studied in school.
visionaries.
We studied in school. Y'all shouldn't have been out there playing. Y'all was busy trying to play basketball and football. Oh, you thought the chess club was funny, huh? Oh, Teslas. That's funny. All right, it is a Tesla. You know I do. I'm just tell you though. If I get a Tesla, you heard that right. If I get a Tesla, I'm getting the kind where you can sleep in it. They gonna be like, we saw Maze Jackson sleep on the ride home. If that bad boy got autopilot, we using it. We gonna test that bad boy out. I'm ready. Driverless? Oh, it's a mode. I wish I would. I wish I would have a car that could drive itself and I don't let it drive itself. I'll be sitting back in it. Y'all be like, what? Is he reading the paper? I'll be like, I got the show done on the way to the job. Okay, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore. She done killed her coffee. She over here like, I ain't got nothing to do. Like, DJ Riis like, I don't know when we going to take this mug off. And the comments are off the chain, as usual. All right, so let's do this. Riis, let's get the soul plane up. Riis like, we going to, now y'all want to take off. Now y'all want to go somewhere. Riis, let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Let's get this thing up and away. It is the Mace Jackson Show. I don't know if y'all saw. Did you see Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Superintendent David Brown said that they are releasing the counter-terrorism team on the CTA?
Yeah.
Do you understand the gravity of that?
No, I don't.
Y'all some urban damn terrorists.
Oh, I know. Why do you think crime is up on the CTA, or has it always been up? But it's just some high profile.
They like the
people
people going back to work. And they like the wolves are like, hey man.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like now it's like Sweet Vicks. Like everybody walking around, they ain't been outside for 2 years. They just walking around, standing on the L platform.
I see what you're saying. Look, it's easy, sweet licks.
It's sweet licks. But the fact that I feel like the counterterrorism. Mm-hmm. Now, first of all, I feel like the stuff that they talking about been happening on the black train.
Straight up.
But now the white people, like yesterday, they had white people beat all up on TV.
It's just interesting. Like, is it like truly an uptick in CTA crime, or is it just more publicized? That's what I can't figure out.
I think that, well, they say it's an uptick, but they also just hired 100 more unarmed security personnel for CTA as well. Ruthie, I think that crime overall, people are bolder. They are, and it's like, I don't think you can discount the fact that even with you calling about the Great Resignation and all that, it's like the prices of everything is going up. And I feel like people who are feeling it, we're not talking to, right? Unemployment, while they're saying unemployment is rebounded, it's still double for black people, right? It's still double. It's like it's still higher. We haven't recovered at all. And I feel like when you look at the people, when they have desperate situations, y'all talking about the Great Resignation, that wasn't us. It's like it was us, but what you resigned. You know how people be like, I quit. Damn, how am I going to pay that rent? I just feel like right now what you're seeing is the recalibration of everybody, including the crime wave. Like, I think the whole world is recalibrating. I think that until we figure out what the security plan is, I feel like crime has exceeded law enforcement. And in this time, we were confused as to how we wanted to deal with law enforcement in the face of George Floyd and the pandemic. And in the meantime, the wolf pack has still been wolfing. So now I feel like the wolf pack is ahead of where the policing strategies are. And so they haven't figured out how to deal with this new way, this new boldness, this new mentality. And I would say that it's an elevated version of EBK. Where you say EBK, I think EBK as far as killing. Yeah. But I feel like it's also anybody can get it anywhere.
At any time.
At any time. So the downtown, this is a continuation of the breaking of the glass force field, I would say. Right? And so now that there's a hole in the force field, I don't know that the police, there were certain things that you just knew people would do or not do. You knew that people would not break windows downtown. Let's just say that was a given 5 years ago. Now people will drive a car through the window. You still ain't figured out how to deal with that yet. Right? Like, crime has advanced to a new level of boldness that I don't know that policing strategies have caught up to. And in the face of everything that is happening with how we're going to deal with police reform, et cetera, it's all coming to a head. So, like, the police are kind of like frozen because they don't know which way they're going to go, right? In the meantime, the crime people are like, well, shit, why they don't know what they doing, keep on pushing.
Let's go take these cars.
Let's go take. Now, we are already, look, bro, we drove into Michigan Avenue. We've been able to hit that. What else can we hit? Oh, you mean to tell me we can go to Lober Motors and we can drive Porsches off the lot? You mean to tell me we can go in the Bentley store and take millions of dollars worth of watches and we still don't know if they can catch us yet? So the limits of crime are being pushed at every level. Like, how far can I go? How bold can I get? And I think counterterrorism, unleashing the counterterrorism on the subways is really an admission of they don't know.
Well, I think it's more about the optics of it. Because with the rising gas prices, and Chicago is about tourism. Like, if nothing else, you're gonna count on Chicago to have some sister cities and be like tourism. And if the headline when somebody type in Chicago is a murder or a robbery on the CTA twice a week, that's such a deterrent. So they have to employ these strategies, but really it's to protect tourism. I don't think they really care about.
I think they
care about us on 63rd and the Red Line.
I don't think but I think the counterterrorism is going on the white parts that are coming downtown, right? So I feel like it's also, as they try to bring back downtown and bring people back to work, they've got to have the perception that we're doing everything, right? And so that will make white people feel comfortable seeing Chicago police with SWAT team or military garb on the platform with M16, right? I don't think that the strategies that they're employing are to protect black people. No. The strategies so it's not going to be the Red Line. It ain't going to be it's going to be the lines that white people got to take to cross. And so South, I don't think it's going to be an issue because the white people take the Metro. They be like, we'll meet at the Beverly stop. Thank you very much. CTA my ass.
Well, I don't know. They gentrified Bronzeville. They be coming from 47th and 43rd Street.
So now
Green Line.
But that's not. But remember, that ain't really. I don't even know if that's black now.
It ain't.
See, I think you can
that's what
get
I'm
it.
Saying. It ain't.
You can get it from 95th to 47th. 47th, they gotta lighten it up. But the white folks that's east of Ashland, they taking the Metro. And now, Ruthie, you gotta think about it. The white folks on 35th, they be like, can I get to 35th? Because there's a Metro stop right there. Right at 35th and the Dan Ryan. I'm gonna park my car right here and I'll be safe right across from Bridgeport. Oh, which, by the way, Bridgeport that's changing too. Might be a little Chinatown in a minute. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to jump into some of these headlines, plus the social media question of the day. Juicy is going to get sentenced today.
Man.
He getting some jail time?
They need to let Juicy do the same Mike Madigan plan.
Oh, dang. Dang, I was ready to give Juicy the business. Dang.
Around here trying to let Juicy, but they let Mike sit on his couch and his boxers do his call. Stop playing.
Damn.
Hello, this is Mike Madigan. I'd like to put in a not guilty plea.
I'm not even talking. Talk to my lawyer. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm still gonna ask y'all about Juicy though, even though Ruthie ruined it. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. If you're a business professional, have you ever wanted to multitask on your way to an important meeting instead of navigating through traffic? Fellowship Fleet Limousine and Bus Company is your solution for chauffeured ground transportation. Our company provides sedans, SUVs, stretch limousines, vans, and buses for corporate travel, airport transfers, and group shuttles. If you're a corporate travel manager, individual business professional, event, or meeting planner, relax. Let us take the wheel. Visit fellowshipfleet.com to book right now.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. A partner to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I'd be frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, something about you, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I'd be frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, something about you, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. Steve Stanton.
I've never been lucky at love, no never. I've never been good at holding on.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, Thriller Plus, Ruthie Moore. Hey, man, if you want to listen to something else, let me tell you, KV.
Turn off the lights.
Turn them off! You are more than welcome to grab yourself another show.
You want a little attention, KV?
You're like, we can give you some attention.
You can send some music in.
Right, I mean, don't send no music in.
Why don't you
no,
call in?
No, how about this?
Come and sing to
How about like you would call it, we talk too much. Nigga, it's a talk show. What you talking about?
We talk too much?
You better go. You better go. Hey, bro.
Man, go back to sleep.
Right. If you ain't got no business, get you Sam.
Man.
Get you Sam other. You know, see, y'all talk too much. Need to let the callers talk sometimes. Open up the line. Give them a call. 872-259-74.
Better be the first person to call.
872-259-7474. Feel free to call in. We want to talk to you, KV.
Call in, KV.
Come on, talk to us.
Oh, but you probably can't because we probably know who you is.
Is it
people be trolling. People will create a fake account and troll.
That's so funny to me.
Keyboard gangsters, keyboard warriors.
Yeah,
why don't you use that energy to do something else? Like call in to the show.
No, cuz. Oh. I guess, I got to go back to my favorite statement, which is love me or hate me as long as you buy a ticket. And speaking of that, that's why I can't wait for us to open up our new mobile app. And then trollers have at it. Because then you'll pay me for it and I won't care. I'll be like, thank you. Thank you. I would definitely host a Black Chicago arts martial arts artist. I would tell you that one of the things that I do want to do is start to highlight people who, I was thinking, Ruthie, I'd be watching this stuff and the same people all the time get the awards. And I was just thinking, like, how do we find people in the neighborhoods that are doing good things?
You got to ask people.
Like, that like, and I don't think it's the ones that are always, like, that get on TV I would like to start just talking, like, somebody that feeds the neighborhood.
Remember, we do got the announcements coming up.
Oh, that's right. So but I think we should start to acknowledge some people too. Mm-hmm. Right? We should start to acknowledge. Ooh.
The thing I noticed about when people give out awards and acknowledge people sometimes, a lot of that sometimes be self-serving. But like I learned the art of the award finesse, as I call it. I'm gonna get this person an award,
and they're gonna
so they can,
a table.
Yeah. But I think that's why we don't sometimes the unknown people don't really get honored, because you still got to think about, damn, I got to sell these tickets.
Well, I do think that too. I be feeling like, I don't. But I do feel like there are people. I want to do like the WIIFTBP awards, where we acknowledge people. So I want to start acknowledging people on a weekly basis who are doing stuff. Like I would say, let me give you an example. Like I would say, and I don't want her to get a big head, but like say, like Big Head Erica now, in New Era Chicago.
Straight up.
Right? Like you're never going to see them on the news. Mm-hmm. Right? But they're doing stuff. Right? I think about people that are, I really want to know who's doing things in the community and for Black people that we don't hear about. Like we know people like Tyrone and ECCSC. We know like the NAACPs of the world and the people that are like the big willies. But who acknowledges those people? Like who has been impressive to me that I didn't know very much about, but some kind of way, I don't know, I found on Instagram, the Inglewood Barbie girl, like woman. Mm-hmm. Like, she, like, I was kind of like, dang, that's a lot of food you be giving people. Like, you be doing a lot every day. I don't know and maybe I'm just finding out. But I think we need you all to start nominating people. And like how we do Tell Me Something Good on Fridays? Like, maybe that Tell Me Something Good is Tell Me Somebody Good.
Oh, that's good.
Right? Tell me somebody doing good. That maybe we invite them in, like they get nominated. Maybe we can even give them we can't give, maybe the art of the finesse, Ruthie. We could give them one of them paper certificates. Like, congratulations.
Or I mean, just the concept of just giving people their flowers. Like, how like how when we do Tell Me Something Good, like, and then like if you have a story about like somebody that did something nice for you, like they ain't asked for nothing in return, but maybe you just want to show them some love. Like,
that's true.
Like I feel like those are like some of the stories that get overlooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking about, I saw a joke the other day where somebody said they was in the drive-thru and they went to, they was going to pay, and somebody was like, oh, the car in front of you paid. And so it was like, how much is so she went to go ask how much was the food for the people behind them? And it was like, $74. She was like, can I just get some ketchup there, please?
That has happened to me before.
What?
Where somebody in front has paid. Has that ever happened to you? And did you pay for the people behind you to keep it going?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're like, no.
I have paid for people's stuff before.
Like in the line, and then like, yeah.
Or I've been like, I got you. And then sometimes I do it though because you're taking too damn long. Like when you start counting pennies out.
You know what I do?
What?
If I'm at the grocery store, somebody don't got enough money, I'll give them the money or pay for their stuff. I only do it for black people though. I ain't never did it.
Hey, you ain't better not be doing it for white people. Got too much free stuff as it is.
Yeah, so I do that pretty often. But that's like the type of little thing that you don't get acknowledgement for, that you don't even necessarily, not even seeking acknowledgement. But what if somebody was like, I remember one time I was in da-da-da and you paid for my stuff? Like, those are the types of stories I think that we want to acknowledge people for.
Okay, but if you're a stripper, do not call us and tell us about the dude that paid for your college.
Wow, that was nice of him.
After you got off the pole,
Hey,
you know what you had to do for that?
You better stop hating on people and the way they make money.
Oh.
It's just dance and entertainment.
You clearly haven't been to. Okay, I'm just telling you what a sister got to do
It's
for
an art
it.
form. It's an art form.
It's an art form to get that dollar. I'd be like, really, for $1? I'd be like,
Man, those add up.
Right, but they put miles on your.
I'm surprised y'all ain't start throwing change.
If you could pick it up if they could pick up you want to impress me, pick that bad boy. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Nope. I'm gonna grab these headlines.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis around here like, what show is this that I am doing today? What show is this? It's the Maze Jackson Show. That's what show it is. All right, yeah, man. Did you see Madigan pleads not guilty? Feds.
We ain't see nothing because he wasn't. Go ahead. We heard.
That's kind of crazy that he did not. They talking about COVID. It's protocols. Man, black people been going to jail for COVID this whole damn time.
Listen, I have never seen power like this. And you can really see it. Because normally, when people fall, people take the time to pile all on them. But you can see how much power that Mike Madigan still has by the way people talk about him.
They still whisper.
It's the wildest thing to see this frail looking man in his car, and then to know that people still talk about him in a way not to upset him. It's the wildest thing. It's like you can't even say nothing. It's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Like,
dude got. It is like when you have been beat as a child. And it stays with you no matter what. But I'm going to tell you, Ruthie, I don't know if you saw the headlines. And I think the headline that we saw today, where they talk about the speaker and him getting business for his son, I think that, Ruthie, could potentially be the breaking point. Now, it's interesting to me because I was going to ask, do you think Madigan will take a deal?
No. And what Riis said yesterday, Madigan ain't snitching. He ain't snitching. Because there's a difference between the way he was running his operation and a lot of the operations today. You don't get to be that big and that powerful and then just fold like that. Do you know how many tree branches and roots that man done grew? He has literally created generational wealth for the next 100 years for so many people. And I don't think he's willing to talk and rat and have the potential to mess up what he done built up. If you would tell me that if I could start off in my youth, work my way up until I'm about 80, amassing wealth for me and my family, for me and my people, and then at about 80, they catch me, I would take that deal, hands down.
Wait, take the deal from the feds, or you would say, lock me up?
The deal of lock me up. I done already did what I need to do. Lock me up. That man family is straight, and he got to sacrifice, the last 10 years of his life? That might be a damn good trade-off for some people. I don't think he gonna snitch. I would like to take a friendly wager.
So let me ask you this. Because I think the 800-pound gorilla in this whole thing, the one thing that everybody has not talked about, that has not come up, that is the fact that the feds are now connecting his son. Now, I would say that within the realm of politics, the probably one of the worst kept secrets is that one of the paths to success in Illinois was through the utilization of his son for the work. And I would argue that right now, every myth that we have purported about the speaker is being busted down. Right? They'll never catch him. Never. He's too smart. He's smarter than the federal government. Federal government indicted him. He's too smart to ever use a cell phone. Dude got caught on a cell phone. And I need to point out that Chicago Tonight did this after, I know I did this like a couple days ago. And last night, Chicago Tonight was like, yeah, I mean, somebody was on the show, like, they said all these things about him, and he didn't. I was like, can I just get my credit? I give Chicago.
Give Maze his flowers.
I don't want no flowers because they be killing people with the flowers. So I don't want none of that. But I am saying, like, stop fronting, like. So anyway. So Ruthie, I think the 800-pound gorilla in this whole case that everybody who is a political insider, everyone who is, then don't talk smack about who can't call in then, dude. Enjoy the ride. Yes, KV, I'm talking to you. I feel like Ruthie, the whole premise that his son could now be potentially a victim of his enterprise or of this case seems to change the dynamics for me. He has 3 children. Only one is his son. If he tells, like, to me, the key will be will they attempt to prosecute his son? And if they attempt to prosecute his son, will then he crack? Because is his son more valuable than all of the rest of the generational wealth? And my thing is, at that point, you just plead guilty. You just take it. Or does he say, and does he risk his son being further caught up? Because his son is in his 30s, right? Which means that, imagine they tell you your son is, Mr. Madigan, your son is part of this criminal enterprise. And if you don't give us what we want, we're going to prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law. So you'll do 10 at the end of your life, but he's going to be taking, remember Rod? And that 14? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Do you think that there is any potential that the speaker could plead? Because what if they say you plead guilty and everybody else is straight? But if you don't, we're going to come get your son. Because to me, what they did right there was signal to everybody who was holding out, like, Joe, we know everything. Like, we know it. Like, when they put that on the front page, Ruthie, it was like, no, guys, we know it all. We know what you know. If you read that, you saw that on the paper front page, you was like, oh, damn. They played, now they finna put your nuts in a vice.
I don't know, because I look at it like they done already amassed their war chest. So, like, we gonna be in litigation for years. Like, that's the strategy.
But think about, again, so now imagine being the speaker. You could be in litigation for years.
Yeah.
But you got money.
Yep.
But at a certain point, the federal government crushes you. And let's say you don't make it.
Nope.
You leaving your son to battle this?
No, he not, because I'm pretty sure Mike Madigan got a hell of a good insurance policy. So when he kicked the bucket, they gonna cash out even more.
I got you on the cash out, but what if the feds say all that was ill-gotten gains?
That what, the little 2.5 that they trying to pin on him?
No.
I feel like they have prepared for this. Like, if you in any type
So
of...
is he getting on a plane?
Not plain, but they have prepared for this. Like, you don't just.
Do you think they prepared for it, or do you think that they thought that they was never gonna get touched?
They thought that they never was gonna get touched, and you see, the only way that they got touched was somebody having to wear a wire. Because otherwise, wasn't nobody about to try to take down that organization like that. People still won't even talk about it.
Ruthie, I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you like this. How many people do you think have already, in his organization, have already cooperated with the feds?
JB Pritzker.
But think about, so like now everybody's bragging about the fact that they was or they just sat down and talked with the feds.
You call that a brag? I call that a saving face. And no matter how much y'all
tell me what you're saying. Tell me what you're saying, because I want to get to that.
Because y'all politicians disgust me trying to flip the narrative like y'all ain't all been on this Mike Madigan train. And even if you wasn't on the train, you was on the platform looking. Even if you wasn't on the train, you seen that train running over people and you ain't say nothing. So my thing is, now don't try to be like, oh, we gotta the corruption and we're glad the investigation. Stop. I want to know what JB Pritzker talked to the feds for an hour. What did he say about Mike Madigan? Like, I want to know, what's the relationship between Mike Madigan and JB Pritzker? And how deep are those ties for them to come and talk to JB Pritzker for an hour? And you know, JB had to spin a narrative and tell us, because guess what? If we would have found out, would have been one, oh, JB talking to the feds. So don't try to flip it like your hands clean, Mr. Governor.
See, now, Ruthie, you've been hanging out with me too long.
It's just disgusting. I hate the media spin. And then it's like the news regurgitated back to you. We all ain't stupid. It just makes me angry. Like, now y'all want to talk about, oh, the investigations and we got to clean up the corruption. This man done had decades running. Now y'all trying to clean up the corruption? Stop playing. What does that mean? And I guarantee you, this is going to have implications on Speaker Chris Welch, because that's who they going to try to tighten the belt on.
Man, what's so crazy is, and what's so funny is, Ruthie, is that the white women right now are setting it up. I was talking about this yesterday. Like, I feel like don't nobody get to be like, because if you go down the list, I don't think that there's anybody in the Illinois House of Representatives that has not at some point plunged a knife for the speaker.
And even if you ain't plunged a knife, you sat there and saw people bleed out and you ain't give them no tourniquet.
Man, Ruthie, I be thinking about all the people who sat around and watched me
bleeding out, like,
and now everybody is a champion of
reform and ethics and cleaning up the corruption.
We were the first to no, y'all wasn't. No, y'all wasn't.
And we didn't want to set up this independent committee because we wanted the government to handle it. No, y'all ain't want to set that up because y'all ain't want Mike Madigan to come and spank y'all.
Well, Ruthie, sometimes.
And then how he get to do his stuff on the phone?
That was the most supreme.
Like, who is this man? Who does he know?
Well, here goes my crazy part. Like, I feel like the judge, like,
all these people in bed together.
Think about
Maze. How Illinois politics.
So what if I told you this?
Jeezy Pete's.
What if you knew that his business partner at his law firm, wife, was a federal judge?
Kind of similar to Ed Burke's wife.
Remember, the premise was to control it all the way up and down the premise. So remember when Rod Blagojevich came on here and told us that Patrick. Think about this. Think about what Rod Blagojevich was accused with, and Rod Blagojevich got put in handcuffs, taking out helicopters, news cameras. This dude got all of this, and he get to be at the crib.
At the crib.
Like at the crib. And like they said, he gonna take most of his stuff at the crib. Like, I feel like the federal government should be concerned about the appearance of bias.
Ain't that the same? Remember back when COVID first started and he ain't want to face the people. We're gonna have everything remote and da-da-da-da-da. Why is Mike Madigan not having to face the people? Why is he still being shielded?
It's the funny thing is because he's still in that same.
That's wild.
Like little dude, little corner, causing all this havoc from a little space that nobody ever gets access to.
Because everybody cape for him.
I wouldn't be surprised. See, I feel like you got to watch to see. They make these federal judges for these moments. But also, you know what I thought was really interesting? I was just thinking about all the Madigan myths that got busted. Remember when we thought that when they told us that if Joe Biden won, that Madigan was going to get John Lausch thrown out, and then he would be able to keep on running and being the boss? I'm just telling you, every Madigan myth that we have had is being and I think, Ruthie, like there's going to be a moment when, because you know the feds play. They gon' go grab it. Like, I'm just telling you.
They didn't literally ran our whole state like a mob organization for all this time under the guise of the Chicago way, business as usual. Okay, that's fine and dandy. We get it. Whatever. But now don't try to act like that it was just normal. This ain't normal. We be trying to, how long? Like, this is not normal, y'all. This is not normal. And now everybody like, we got to clean up the corruption. Like, stop. How about let me amass millions of dollars first before y'all cut the spigot off? How about that? Let me cut some side deals before y'all cut off the side deals. Let me eat off the table before y'all just leave it for the scavengers.
Chris, they defended because you saw the Wizard of Oz. The Munchkins, everybody was fearful of the wizard. The wizard had power, but the perception of the wizard made him more than a man. In the eyes. And right now, what is happening is, when they be like, is this your king? Is this your king?
With the head in the hand?
Right.
And everybody like,
that's our king. He could come back to life, though. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, even with the feds having a 98% rate, and I'm just telling you.
I don't even trust the feds to do this case.
Let me tell you.
Who is above the feds?
The feds?
Nobody,
the Russians? Right? No, I trust. Let me say this. I feel like, so I believe that just like not the fix, but they decided they were going to do in Rod. I believe that Durbin and his squad, that's why they kept him, because this allows Durbin to make the play to be the most powerful person in the state. Madigan controlled everything. And he still was controlling even behind the scenes. That's why that was why there was the big fight over the Democratic Party of Illinois. And you saw Dick Durbin weigh heavily. He lost that battle to Madigan. But he was determined to ensure that John Lausch stayed so that this investigation could be completed. I'm just letting y'all know. So it's parlor games going on that you don't. It's like the very same way that Rod was saying that Madigan was working with Fitzgerald. And did I tell y'all? I think there was like a St. Ignatius connection there. Okay. Like, yo, Fitzgerald, Madigan, green team. Lausch is not green team.
I will say that I do admire their loyalty to each other.
I do too. It's again, so when you go to here's what I'm trying to help y'all understand. And I know that this is so there's a moment even for everybody when they all get together. And they're all in the room whether they dislike each other or not. And guess what they do? They know in that room, just like at the MLI room, even if we don't get along with each other, we ain't them niggas. Do y'all think that doesn't, if you go to the party, if you you power meets. It's the Mace Jackson show. Man, I don't care what the Washington Post say. Because the Washington Post is in Washington, D.C., which is the most corrupt. Don't get me started. Nah, I'm just giving you a hard time. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, we're going to be back after these messages. Thank you to everybody from WBGX, even though y'all gone already. All right, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. We'll continue the conversation.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. If you're a business professional, have you ever wanted to multitask on your way to an important meeting instead of navigating through traffic? Fellowship Fleet Limousine and Bus Company is your solution for chauffeured ground transportation. Our company provides sedans, SUVs, stretch limousines, vans, and buses for corporate travel, airport transfers, and group shuttles. If you're a corporate travel manager, individual business professional, event or meeting planner, relax. Let us take the wheel. Visit fellowshipfleet.com to book right now. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breaching security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. You tripping?
Featuring the Jacksons.
Ah!
Ruthie Jackson and Riis Jackson.
Yeah, we here, baby.
We got any family vacations planned?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we gonna take a drive.
We have to ask TT to Leo.
We driving. We gonna drive. We going to the lake.
Yeah, it's okay, Ruthie. I know. Listen, they drives to the lake. They gonna rent out this exclusive Sprinter that's gonna have a speaker and 6 bedrooms, 5 bath. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, you know how it's gonna be. So
I'll be waiting.
Oh, we going, Maze? Oh, 2 blocks that way. But listen, it's going to be the best 2 blocks ride you ever had.
Look, let me give you some props, Maze, real quick before we go into the real news.
Okay.
So I realized that I, like some other black people, are conditioned to go the cheap route, like in business. Like, and when people present business opportunities or like products and stuff, they always err on the side of the cheapest because they think that, you know, we always trying to save money. And I, too, have been conditioned that way to always think about saving money. Or like, and what you made me realize is that, no, we don't got to do that. We want the highest quality stuff. And sometimes you can't always get that at the cheapest price. You're going to get what you pay for.
Right. So one of the things, and it's not just spending money, it's paying for the quality that you want or expect. Mm-hmm. Right? And I feel like if you pay for the quality that you expect instead of trying to cheap it out, you don't be like, why come it don't do this?
But it's conditioned. I'll make this quick. But I was doing this consulting project, right, for this white lady. And she was like, something. Why didn't you ask for an additional $500 budget so that you could build the prototypes that I was looking for? And that blew my mind. I said, you mean that you can hire me for business and I can ask you for more money to help it did not ever occur to me that was like an option. And that's because I'm conditioned to try to offer the cheapest price for services.
And then essentially you wind up being upset because you like, damn, I did this for all this. This is way more work. No, so one of the things that I don't know that we've ever taught, and it took me a minute to get this, is the difference between when you're a business owner, your salary and your profit, right? And oftentimes we look at our salary and we give a number and we think it's a 360 deal. And oftentimes when you're doing it with black folks, it is. But when you're talking to white folks, they want you to give me, this is what I want.
Yes.
Tell me how much it's going to cost. Don't tell me how I could do it the cheapest. Tell me how I could do it right.
But we condition. Like, I literally, like, it's a struggle. I always hear you say, I don't want the cheap. My bad, bro. I'll bring you what you looking for.
And it's like,
but it's conditioning.
I don't want stickers on my bags. I want like,
good example.
Like, people call me and they be like, man, mate, I said, I want these. I know exactly. It's funny because I was watching the Kanye thing, right? And I find, as I was younger, I used to always just kind of settle for what people said or take their option. No, I want thick black bags with my logo on them. And yes, they may cost an extra something, but I know what I feel like when I walk out with that bag, and it makes me say I'm willing to pay what I paid for it. So if I ask you for bags and you go give me the shopping bags from Jewel that are cheap and you could do them, well, that's cool. But do I want to feel like I bought a product that came out of the Jewel corner store bag, or do I want to walk out with that bag with that big logo on it, that brand that people say, damn, and then they say, all right, well, let me go into the store and spend $50.
Well, I just want to thank you for that, because you don't even know you conditioned. You don't. Like, how do you, it's like,
because we are so used to living in lack and operating from the prison. Like, half the time you be like, you don't want nobody to mess with you because you like, man, this contract, I don't want to cause no problems because they could take it away from me. And it literally took me 15 years in business to recognize that you're supposed to build your profit into it. So I would always think, I got this salary. And well, no, the salary is to pay me. Now, I'm in business to make money, so I have to be part of the cost. Oftentimes, we don't consider ourselves a cost. So you wind up saying, damn, if I charge them. But understand, when somebody hires you, they're hiring you. And then the other stuff, you tell them what it is. They got an option to say, you signed a contract with me. I'm going to tell you the best to get there. Now, you can scale me back and I can tell you, but this is my best. I don't hire you to tell me the mediocre plan. I hire you to tell me the best plan. Now, if I can't afford it, I'm going to say, give me an option. Let's play with it here. Let's move this around. But yes, we are conditioned to accept less, to demand less, and that's why I always say detest mediocrity. Maze, I know it's a little wrinkle. Can I put this sign up? Hell no. Print the piece of paper. It changes how people perceive. And it changes what people are willing to pay for your services. If you give me all the cheapest options, I'm going to treat you like a cheap person.
Free game.
Right? So give me the best options and let me scale back. But don't you start with the least.
I thank you, Maze.
Don't start, man, dog. You're selling. Don't sell me on how cheap you could do it. Sell me on how good it's gonna help. Sell me on the fact that when you do it, the quality that I'm gonna get, people are gonna be willing to pay. I want to bring people up, not drag them down. I want to elevate you. I want to elevate your experience.
I get it. I mean, I'm learning, but I know it's like. And I'm you seem like, and people think I'm the bad guy because I detest mediocrity, but I get it.
But people will be mad at you.
I know.
Saying no, but look,
I hear you. I've been paying attention.
It's a Maze Jackson show. Riis don't though. Riis be around here trying to be extra fresh. You should have saw Riis yesterday. I saw Riis yesterday. He was at the judge's event. You know, Riis be on this little. You know, he be acting funny. When he on the other wheels of steel, Riis be acting funny like he can't speak.
He be dressed when he dress up.
Riis be acting like he can't even, like, I'll be like, I do put half in on this, right?
He do turn into a different person when he get around certain people.
He do. I seen him. I know. I've been seeing Riis acting funny. No, Riis get with the other steel. He
focused, man. Be focused.
See,
whatever.
Reese be like, pardon me. Are you speaking to me?
Right.
I was like, hey, Riis. He is like, I'm Riis the ruler, right?
I be on the wheels.
I'm Riis on the wheels of steel right now. I don't have time for you.
Picking up, Mrs. Steel.
I don't have time for you today.
Like that on the wheels of steel, picking up Mrs. Steel, making sure we good.
I'm like, I'm the boss of all of this. See, but Riis be like, Riis be acting funny. I be like, Riis, I told you, you be introducing people, then they act like he be like, do you know the president? I be like, nigga, I introduced you.
Do you know Carrie Steele?
I introduced you.
Man, she know Carrie Steele.
Like, man, she don't like what I told you.
She don't like it.
Actually, May, she likes her coffee this way.
I told you. Feel like
good help is hard to find. So, Riis, I can see why you got poached.
My son was like, Dad, I thought he worked for you. Nah, dog. My son be like, because my son be like, we got employees there. I be like,
we?
Say, son, you don't watch the show. I told you, we go where to work at, son. Don't you hear me when I tell you? If Chief got to work, we go where
that was a very good analogy that you used, and I don't think it's ever going to go nowhere.
What?
Chief and having to work. It's like, it's so true.
It's the truth.
Go where to work at.
Chief got to work. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
I got in trouble for that conversation. So
what conversation?
The Chief conversation.
I know. I was saying like what?
What conversation? All right.
You mean the one where we just gave about? Never mind.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Let's go to the live line. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson show. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Caller, we're letting the callers call because we want to honor KV Antonio's request to ensure that the callers have an opportunity to talk. What's up, caller?
Good morning, Maze, Ruthie, and Riis, Christopher family.
Good morning.
Yeah, I agree with Ruthie. I think that
I'm gonna have to cut you. We might have to end this call early. You agree with me? The only reason you're gonna get to stay is because you're gonna say you agree with Ruthie that Maze is right. Say I agree with you, Ruthie. Maze is right, and then this could just play. Go ahead, caller. Welcome.
Well, I think Jesse, and Jesse should get the Madigan deal. It's the way they look at us. They look at us differently. So like, when a black person goes into a store, they spend a lot of money to have this loss mitigation. People follow you around. Cameras following you around. And then white people they ignore. So what happens is these white people, they'll stroll into a store, one at a time. Nobody looks up, nobody raises their eye, and next thing you know, you got 5, 10 people in there, and then somebody gives a signal, and next thing you know, the security guards in handcuffs, the hammers out, smashing up the display cases, and the pickup truck rolls up, and they unload the store, and it's the same thing that with Madigan, for all these years, he's been pulling up the pickup truck in front of State Capitol, building and loading it up, and, 10, 20, 30 years go by, nobody raises an eye, But with black officials, they're always watching, they're watching you, scared you're going to steal a skateboard or something, it's, let's see, what was I going with that? Okay, well, and sometimes they'll even set a black official up, but we have that radar, that whitey radar, we see something, hey, this is too easy, hey, I'm gonna drop this like it's hot, because they're looking for us to take a fall, and so if like I say, if anybody is in charge of a lot of money, it is very tempting, to just scoop a little bit for yourself. But you have to resist it, because a lot of times they try to set us up. And as far as Jesse Smollett, you know what? I don't feel sorry for white people. They got a lot of nerves to get offended when they get unjustly accused, when they've, doled out injustice, 24/7 for centuries. Now, the one time they get unjustly accused, which they earned, they got to have their justice. They can't have this. And so I'm I don't feel sorry for them. What Jesse pulled on them, they earned, they deserve. Those are just desserts. And so we'll see what happens today when he gets his sentence. But I don't feel sorry. They earned that. So get mad about that. And try and do something about the reputation that the white folks have earned for themselves. Maybe try a little justice. And it just happens over and over again. And one last thing. It never surprises me how white people, Bush, not Bush, but Bush too, Bush and Biden, can run out to their barn and jump on a horse, called sanctimonious and hypocrite, and ride off into the sunset defending human rights and democracy for everybody all across the world. But they can't get their issue straightened out here with their injustice that they bestowed upon black people for centuries. They can't straighten that up, can't straighten that mess up, but they'll go spend trillions of dollars somewhere else, to fix somebody else's problem when they got problems here that need to be resolved.
Oh, and I'm with you on that right there. You know what I was just thinking? Did you see that they gave Ukraine $13 billion quickly? How much is reparations for us? Because they just gave the Ukrainians $13 billion in like less than a week. But that's a whole nother story. Is anybody else on that phone line? I don't think so. All right, Ruthie. I'm just telling you, Ruthie, I think it's real stuff going on out here. And I'm going to tell you.
The veil is being lifted.
Did you see Pat Quinn is suing JB Pritzker?
For what? What?
Pat Quinn is suing JB Pritzker because he wants the right to have electronic petitions. You know how y'all millennials was like, remember when I was like, we need y'all to sign these petitions? He was like, could we do electronic? No, ain't no damn electronic. This real stuff. Pat Quinn is suing JB Pritzker because he wants to place a referendum on the ballot, but he is suggesting that the signatures should be collected digitally. Do you think people should be able to collect signatures digitally? I think that's easy. It's easy work. Boy, if they could do it, let me tell you, if you could collect your signatures easy work, you're going to be trying to go through 1 million signatures.
Part of me want to say, yeah, but I think that there is, I think part of the democratic or civic process should actually be getting out there. And I think if you take that component away, I always think about the worst, because
I do too.
I feel like JB Pritzker ain't gonna pass that until somebody in his family got some type of stock or stake or something in electronic voting machines or something, or petition signing. Then that's when we'll see that happen.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the challenge with digital signatures is that, in my estimation, it's going to create an easier path for black disenfranchisement. I like the concept of digital signatures, but just think, to run for Congress, it takes 400 signatures.
Mm-hmm.
I think that some people are going to be thinned out because of just the 400, right? And if you don't have contact with 400 people, Ruthie, do you know how quick it is to get 1,000 signatures? Could you imagine right now what this race would be for Congress if you could just send out digital signatures? And so I'm not 100% against it, because I think I mean, I think there's an opportunity, but I often think of that technology because, these same elected officials are now asking to have their meetings virtually. Like, they don't want to go back to live meetings. They don't want to go back to live city council. You have members that are asking for the county board to have their meetings virtually. So there would actually be no access for the people to actually live see it. And I feel like the more we digitize this process, it becomes, we get governed from the great God in the sky, right? Like, the more that they do not have to have access. I think, like, for instance, think about the gravity of during this petition cycle. Our elected officials actually held more events telling you to come sign their petitions to them than they actually went to the doors to go get. And I was like, come get in your car and come drive. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I'm saying that all of that was creative. But do you realize, like, right now, Sonia Harper, who's the chairman of the Black Caucus, is still struggling to get the 400 or 600 signatures she needs to get on the ballot? Now, I gotta say, no shade at all, but if you've been a sitting state rep, to me, you should know 500 people. There should be 500 people. It shouldn't be a struggle. You should be able to go to your list and be like, okay, these are the people I helped. And I think that one of the things that happened, and I was trying to explain this, was that for so many of our legislators, they were 100% completely reliant upon Madigan. So they didn't have to worry about where do those signatures come from. And I'm not, I'm not shading Sonia Harper. I read this yesterday in Politico where they were saying that there's a full-on press to get her signatures. And I was saying to myself, right, like, if you've been a state rep for 4 years, you're the chairman of the Black Caucus, there should be people running to get you signatures. Think about what happened at Black People First. Think about how many people, when you're engaged, stepped up. That's a weekend. Ruthie, we do that literally, you think about 400 and some signatures, we do that. That's a weekend. That's a weekend's work. You put the squad on it. Who's your squad? When I tell you, this is the thing I'm saying, and I promise you this is not a diss to Sonia Harper, but, like, do you understand that right now, the chairman of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, House and Senate, has had a challenge getting signatures to get on the ballot, and I'm not talking about 1,000.
Nobody has asked me to sign one of those petitions.
Well, you'd have to live in the area. Because it's a state rep district. Maybe that's why
it's a little bit tougher. Because
no, but not if Ruthie. If I went to your block, you've been living there for. You think you could get the people within a 4-block radius to do you?
Yeah.
Now imagine you was giving away millions of dollars over the course of that time in that same 4-block radius.
It's kind of like what we're seeing, the ramifications of elected officials being on them 360 plans where they didn't have to do that stuff before because Madigan was on it. Tony Soprano.
And then you never had, because he took care of all of that, you never got a chance to question them.
Got it.
See how it's all playing out now? And now that piece of it is gone. And when I'm telling you, so when I tell my Black people first, when I tell you Black people first is doing something.
Yeah.
Like right now, just think about this. If we woke up with the crew that we got, and here's a help or hurt moment, we could wake up today and say, all right, we're going to put our whole crew on the street and we're going to run our own candidate. And we got the horses to go get 400 signatures this weekend and file by Monday. We could help ourselves and hurt the candidate. Now, I'm not saying that that's what we're doing.
I see what you're saying.
But what I am saying is, who is your back? Now, you got all these people running around here in these situations, and some people have done better than others. But you know how you talk, like when you at the, when you watch those movies on the King of the Wild, And it's like when the cheetahs or when the lions are coming and they about to kill the baby water buffalo or they gonna kill a water buffalo, who do they get? The slow one that's hanging behind.
The weak link.
Guess what? If there was a goon squad, now let me just tell you though.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to work too hard for my dinner.
But check this out. The squad could have looked at our list and said, who lives in this area? And now say, squad, let's go get 600 signatures this weekend and put it up. Now you're in negotiations. Wait a minute, what? I saw this happen before. I saw it happen when Andre Tapetti became the state rep. When Andre Tapetti became the state rep, the actual chosen person was supposed to be another brother that we all know, Anton Seals. But there was a beef between 17 and 18, and so 17 never came to pick up the signatures. And so within a weekend, they had to pivot. And instead of it going to be Anton, it became Andre Tapetti, who stayed in that seat for 10 years. Accidentally. Because they had the operations and the apparatus. Audrey, you are 100% right. They should have paid us. They should have came to us. But the fact of the matter is, again, we have not. Remember how I told you they be like, man, some people will starve themselves rather than come say, help us.
We all go.
But I mean, like who are you aligned with now? It's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to talk about this some more when we come back. Plus, don't forget we've got the Black People First meeting in the South, on the Southwest side. I said 18th Ward, but you got 18, 21, 19. They got people all coming. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
What's up, Chicago? This is your man, Maze Jackson, host of the Maze Jackson Show. You hear me every single day ask the question, what's in it for the black people? Well, finally, y'all, we've got an answer, and it's called the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth, Unit 17E. That's in the mall at the 55th and the Dan Ryan. And you join us every Saturday where we are taking our politics black. We'll teach you everything you need to know about the game, from how to collect a petition, to how to knock on a door, to even how to become the next mayor of the city of Chicago. That's right, y'all. It is the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth in the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. This is a black people thing you wouldn't even understand.
Maze Jackson.
I love being black. Do you love being black? Yeah, I love being black. Hey. Do this for my people all across the globe. Hey, spring. The skin of men fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear, just as what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul, black power gospel tune. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program, who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system, total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's, that's a shame, boy. Augment reality, better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like the beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest if we seek it. All the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Guess what the theme is? I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man, I love being black. One more time, I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you done seen these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can grow to. Feeling good about yourself, melanated, mood muse. Always service humble pie, we don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin, this right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth, living proof truth. Say it loud, if you black and proud, I salute you, and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl Ruthie Mo in the building. DJ Riis the Ruler. Hey, I love being black. This song be making me want to tear the club up.
You like 3 6 Mafia?
No.
Tear the club up.
No.
Tear the club up.
All them Memphis whack. Ain't 3 6 Mafia, that's the...
Yes, they have one person with the little arm.
I love... Do he hold a mic with that one?
You know, if you notice, he keeps a scarf in that hand. So it's always like...
Is it like...
Crunk, you waving the scarf. I mean, you know, his arm little, so you know you have a little scarf. Tear the
He
club
should make it
up.
gold. He should put like a gold thing on it.
Ooh.
Turn it into like a fashion statement.
Okay. Look at Riis like, call her. We've got a caller.
Cut this conversation off right now. I love being black. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Give us a call, 87. Man, 3. That's the devil worshippers. That's terrible.
Oh, my God.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back. That's like Ozzy Osbourne or something. All right. What's up? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
Yo, what's up? What's good, Peace?
Oh, Devo. Did I get the time wrong? Talk to me, man.
No, we just know that shout out to Katie and Al, Greater Walters AME Church. I think that's 84th and Damon. Just note the time change is at 11 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So
oh, right.
That's all I want.
Right. Thanks, Devo. Like, y'all just need to make sure y'all know, because everybody tends to show up at, everybody shows up at TP at 10 o'clock. This week, there is a change. We will be at Greater Walters Zion AME, located at 8422 South Damon. 8422 South Damon at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, hosted by Katie Lindsay and Alfred Evans. Shout out to the ambassador, the minister of ambassadory, Devin Gordine, who is doing this thing, putting it all together. But hey, y'all, make sure that y'all are with us on Saturday. The movement is growing. So we are going to be at 8422 South Damon. That's Greater Walters Zion AME. Thank you to the pastor for having us. Thank you for all of them for sharing us, for North Beverly Civic Association, and everyone else that is tied into that. But special shout out to Katie Lindsay and Al Evans, who have been putting this thing together. Devo, they be going hard, man. They ready.
So, okay, so just to clarify.
Hey, man.
Hold on, Devo. Just to clarify, this Saturday, we are at 8422 South Damon at 11 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, so there'll be a sign on.
So I know we talked about it, and then the commercial played right afterwards, and I didn't want people to get tripped up. So
don't put the commercial.
We're not at TP's this weekend.
All right, we are not at.
We're not at TP's this weekend.
We are not at TP, y'all. We are not at TP. We'll put a flyer up, and we will let everybody know. 8422 South Damon. Y'all be there. Everybody that comes to the Black People First meetings, please make your way to 8422 South Damon.
And then, are we meeting up at the other spot today?
Yes, we are meeting up at the other spot. Yes, we are. I gotta do some ins and outs, but definitely meeting up at the other spot. I'll call you right after. Matter of fact, you call me right after the show.
My man. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day, bro. Peace to the family. All
Devo, that is Devo, Devin Gordine.
Why you always gotta put an S on TP though?
TPs.
And call it TPs.
Cause he country. He country.
All these.
We meet up at TPs.
No idea. Black people. Amber Lambs. It's not an Amber Lamb.
Don't nobody want no damn black and gold from Lloyd's. Don't nobody want that damn jacket. Corrections officer. That must be your cousin.
Who?
Corrections officer for lockdown. Don't nobody want no damn.
Is it an Alpha jacket or something? Black and gold?
Yeah, you know Lloyd's used to be the Greek store.
Oh.
Nobody buy that damn black and gold jacket. They even sell that still?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want that black and gold neither.
Right.
Not at all.
Reese.
But they got some black and old gold.
Oh, you better tell them, Reese.
Man,
Olds golds.
I mean,
Anybody
they was first.
First to jump off the cliff. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson show. All right, Ruthie, okay, we gonna have to do a whole segment called West Side Stories. We really are. Cause this story, Reese, have you seen this story about Yolanda Talley? It just keeps getting better. Do y'all know? Reese,
that story got legs, don't it? It's gonna be on one of them ID Discovery things. Watch.
I don't know what ID Discovery is, but I feel like if they put that bad boy, it's gonna be like on one of them Law and Orders where you turn on the TV and it be like, I just seen that on TV. Reese, West Side Stories, man. So in case you all don't remember, it was maybe about 3 weeks ago when the niece of the head of the Chicago Department, CPD's internal affairs, niece was caught with a person transporting 84 bags of heroin.
84.
Get the police officers witnessed him pick up the bag of heroin, a package of the baggies of heroin from a car. They were watching the car. Mm-hmm. They see him get out the car, hop out, grab the heroin from the car, drive off. The police follow. They pull the car over. Mm-hmm. And as they pull the car over and they ask the two people to get out of the car, the passenger tosses out the bag. You know, they pull you over, he tossed the bag. In the meantime, the police recover the bag, pull the car over, pull both people out. One of the people happens to be the niece of driving this Lexus, happens to be the niece of the head of internal affairs for Chicago Police Department. In the process, and they showed the body cam video, she says, as she's telling them to leave her alone, basically, y'all probably work for my auntie. As she has her auntie's keys with the Chicago Police Star on it. The police then take the car and take the suspect. They leave the young lady. They do not arrest the young lady.
I don't even think they searched her stuff.
Take her to the pound. Take the car to the police station where it is recorded, and they decide to return the car back to her. Now, okay, so me and Reese was talking about this, and we said this is so Ruthie, and maybe you look, don't you be looking with them big old eyes? I see you doing it.
I got quiet.
Reese, Ruthie, is it possible? Okay, so and you know this is like an episode of like Power or something, right? So the head of internal affairs,
the head, right?
Like the head of internal affairs, who got all the dirt on all the dirty cops. Her niece gets caught making a drug deal in her car.
84 bags of heroin drug deal. Not like my cousin with some
green. 84 bags. Police arrest the person, take the car, drive the car to the station, and 2 hours later bring the car back. After conversation with higher brass. Yesterday, Superintendent Brown said he made the decision to pull the two officers who had made the arrest off of the streets. Now, Ruthie, you would be. Reese was like, I can't believe they got the car back. Why you do that? You was about to. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take it the next step. So then they show the body cam footage of the girl snapping on the police. So Ruthie, first thing is, and this me and you. if it go down, and you got the plug, be cool. Be quiet. Don't be pulling rank. Don't say who you know. Get to your phone. Just do what they tell you. Get to the phone, and we gonna handle the business. But what you don't do is be like, do you know May's mom and Jackson? You know my auntie, your boss. Because now, I'm gonna show you. So then let's take it to the next step. Riis, check this out. They show the body cam footage. You would have thought that all the heroin was in the bag that got thrown out. It was heroin baggies with heroin in it, all in the car. No arrest made. Like, Chief don't. So this is a West Side Story. See, I feel like I want to write this story and make it like a made-for-TV episode.
You can't do nothing now.
Why?
If they let her go, like you can't, like what are they arresting her for now? Like if you had me in custody and you let me, and like unless it was
we fingerprinted the bags and we saw your fingerprints on the bags.
I mean, that is so easy to get thrown out. So easy. You had me arrest me for 2 hours, then you send me home. Then it's the same car that I got caught with 60-something or like how many bags of heroin in it. You drop that car back off. Do you know how much really in an investigation? So now what you gonna do? Are you gonna go back and get that car back? Like that case, I mean, it's gonna be so quickly thrown away.
Let me tell you what shouldn't be thrown away though. What should not be lost on any of us.
Them bags of heroin.
But
it ain't like it was no weed. Like it was like heroin.
84 bags of heroin wait. And they got heroin in the car. They got video camera of it. So my question is, who said let him go? Who said let him go?
I have another question. If the police were looking at the car on a pod camera, they ain't run the plate before they pulled it over?
Oh, no, they knew who they was getting. Because they already know what the lick is. Because Riis, they know West Side Story. Riis, they done put this story together the same way we did. Ruthie.
But I will say that.
Here go the Kate.
Because sometimes, if you are a parent or a guardian, you can't help what some of your offspring be doing. They might make bad choices in men and da-da-da-da-da. So I ain't going to necessarily throw Officer Tally under the bus because maybe she ain't know.
I'm not saying she didn't. But the better story is.
Now her niece, though?
The better story is, though, we all grew up together.
Her niece, though?
Her niece knew what time it was. And her niece, to me, they used the car.
Because they thought it was untouchable.
They're untouchable.
And it ain't the first time. Because you don't just for the first time. Come on now. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I just know it's some things that ain't quite right about this story. But sometimes I do be liking when black people get to skirtail the law the same way white people do.
Everything sounds right.
But heroin?
Everything sounds right. They was out west. They had pulled over by a cop. The cop definitely knew who car they was, tried to do something. And then it was like, man, you don't know how many violations we done got you on. They let the person go. And the person, she called in, gave ranks, and said, hey, man, send my stuff home. Like, that sounds just like the West Side Story. And then went home and be like, y'all almost got us caught up.
Wait. You said us, Riis. So let me ask the question. Let me ask you, Riis.
You did, Riis.
Let me ask you the question. This is what I want to know. You at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that your niece is dating one of the guys?
If you close enough to your niece to loan them the keys to your car with your police star on it, I would imagine that you probably do know who they're dating or the type of dudes that they like. And I know people who have police officer parents and stuff, and they teach they young people how to move a little differently. So it's some disconnect going on. So either she knew or she didn't know. Ain't no in between. Because if you have a police officer parent or anybody that is related to you, you move differently. I know some police officer kids that be moving like lawless. They lawless because they already know. But then I got some that's straight and narrow because they don't ever want to jeopardize their parents.
So, for the record, if you ever on my team, and I'm ever on the, don't say my name. Don't say your secret weapon.
Straight up.
Just let them wonder where it came from.
Straight up.
Don't never put me on their
Straight up. Can you say that again?
Don't say my name.
Don't throw me under the bus.
Get the call. Make your phone call. Don't never be on TV talk about you trying to get your flex on.
This is the part where I don't really understand, because if your auntie is top brass and you got the keys to her car, y'all ain't never talked about what happens if you get stopped by the police. Like, y'all ain't thought about no protocols. You ain't got your little get out of jail free card. Like, it's just some disconnect going on. Something ain't right in their family.
Man, and somebody was saying it could be informant, right? Like, you know when you on the team.
Because one old dude, once you on the team though, you get the license to. Once you on the team, you get the license to commit crime all day long. So if you're a federal snitch, you get to do what you're doing. If you get to put it under there. Thank you, Kiana. That was a great point. What'd she say?
She said he's an informant. But you think about, and I'm not saying I don't know what it is, but what I do know is that if you are working with the police as a confidential informant, as a CI, they do allow you to operate with impunity.
84 bags of impunity?
Yes.
Good God.
You got to make it seem like
you in the game.
But you know what? Y'all might be on to something with your perspective, because I might be taking this too far, but I just read the story about them El Chapo twins' wives with the money under the floorboards, and they daddies was CPD officers. So you might be on to something.
No, Ruthie. You wasn't here today. Me and Riis put it together. Me and Riis had it all the way together. It's like, man, you grew up on the block. Like, I think about like U of I. At U of I, there were girls from the West Side who you knew, like they was at U of I, they was smart, but they was with the guy. They on the weekends, like when they guys came, you was like, oh, you with the guy, right? So now you be.
She done graduated and got.
She done graduated. She's school. She done. But you still on the block.
Still love.
You still live in the block. You still live in the same neighborhood. Everybody you was with still grew up.
That's wild.
Now it's like, man, cuz you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do. And real talk, if I see internal affairs and I'm a cop. And I put that in, I ain't really messing with you because I got my own dirt. Until they've decided.
I'm mad now.
Until they've decided, we already know what you own. We about to make this a story and we finna pop you.
I'm mad now because because how is you the head of internal affairs and you don't know that your niece dating a whole
Why do you believe that
informant?
she don't know? She knows. Why
right, Ruthie, that's what I'm saying.
What trying to tell
Ruthie,
you.
what I'm trying to tell you is she do know. Ruthie, what I'm telling you is
I don't want to believe it.
Ruthie, she off the block.
I don't want to believe it, but y'all might be right.
Ruthie, you know, guys, you good college girl. You be up in you be all over the place, right? You be in the world or whatever. But you still know the family in the Brook. Right? You still give mugs the shake. Now you ain't gonna do it in public. When you see me outside, nigga, you better keep moving. Keep moving. But I am still chief. But you better act like keep it moving.
It seems so like
we've seen this story before.
I just cannot believe that you
Riis,
can pop.
we've seen this. We saw this story before from the same deck. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Same story. I'm not tripping. I don't want no problems. But what I am telling you is, Ruthie, I seen the niece on the videotape. You come on now. I don't want to categorize.
But why they blew her out though? Like, it's just a whole lot. I'm mad now because y'all done got me looking at
Ruthie,
this
because
different.
They blew her out too.
Oh, they blew her out
Cause she dating a snitch.
They blur her. So listen to her. She got 80-something bags in the car, and they blur her out. Like, come on, now you know that's supposed to be on.
Ruthie, that's supposed to be on. You supposed to have straight mugshot. Ruthie, they got on the video camera the bags of heroin strewn in the car.
But not her face.
How do you not get searched though? If you in a car with
Ruthie, they did get searched.
I'm talking about her.
Ruthie, I'm saying they knew what the deal was. They already knew what time it was. And I'm gonna tell you that what happened that she did, she pulled that before. She did the my auntie is your boss, and somebody
that came out like water.
Right.
That came out like water.
And now all of the white boys over there working, they telling everything. They gonna snitch. They gonna be whoop. Y'all not Ruthie. You tripping, Ruthie.
I just what happened to
Ruthie?
Ruthie. She should be in trouble. Her
Ruthie.
auntie should be mad at her.
Ruthie.
For blowing up the spot.
Ruthie.
Yeah, she went back and told him.
She blew it. She messed up. Like, the niece blew it. The niece should have just been like, man, take me to the station. Take me in. But that's our ego. That was ego. Because she could have walked away from that.
Ego or normacy. It has to feel abnormal to put your auntie in a situation like that. It has to feel abnormal. And because it wasn't abnormal, it makes me think like, damn, y'all might be spot on with this is how these people move. Because how you going to put your whole auntie on a chopping block like that?
I think that she probably thought that she was bigger than a chopping block.
Straight up.
And quiet as it's kept. If the detectives wasn't snitching and leaking all this stuff to the paper, we would have never heard of this.
You think if the Anjanette Young connection was there, this would be different? Yep. Or you think that we would still know about it, or we wouldn't know about it?
Oh, we'll know about it. I mean, it would take. No, I think the Anjanette Young piece of it is now all of this stuff is to embarrass the mayor now. Like at a certain point, because remember and here's the crazy part: the mayor defended the officer, and she moved the officer up. Now, Ruthie, I don't even want to go to the other part of what I think could be going on in here. Right? Because remember, the internal affairs gets to see all the bad stuff for all the cops. So the head of internal affairs is like a spy. Mm-hmm. Imagine you got the spy. You got to see the ring camera at the mayor's office, at the mayor's house. You know all the dirt for everybody. Like David Brown, when he turned left instead of right, like when David Brown be doing his Eddie Johnson, she know. Why did the superintendent and why did the superintendent say I made the decision and the punishment didn't go, like the immediate suspect didn't go to the cop, it went to the officers? So they suspended the officers or pulled them off the street, but you got 84 bags of heroin in this woman's thing because she know who your girl is too.
I should let you know right there, yo.
She know who David Brown, your wife staying, okay.
Pulled you over 80-something bags in the car of heroin, visible. Okay, they got the girl face blurred out. She talking about, I know who your boss is. They take the car down, release them, okay, return the girl car, and then they take the police officers off the street, and you tell me what they did wrong. Like, ain't they? That sound like they actually did their job for once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but let me ask a question, and here go the lick, right? Ruthie, remember I always told you, always keep a file? Mm-hmm. If you the head of internal affairs,
you got a file.
You got a file. And what do Nino Brown say? Hey, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. If I'm going down, then it's a whole bunch of people going down. And so if you the deputy chief and you like, man, I was at Series Cafe too. You like, shoot.
I don't know how this doesn't end in a resignation.
Oh, I know how it don't. I do. You got the pictures. And we just found out the mayor got the biggest. She might got pictures of that.
Honey, it's a delivery on our porch.
Just the same way old girl was talking smack. She was like, I bet you Tally be going up there like, y'all can find me if you want to.
I feel like the average everyday person would have been hauled down and strip searched.
Unless you had everybody's file. Ruthie, if I got, come on.
This is too much.
Ruthie, Riis. Right now, I'm just telling you, I'm telling you.
If this was not a black woman,
nope.
They would. If this was like a white person, they'd probably be popped, like cooked.
Nope. The white boy would have the file.
I was saying, not if they had right.
They got the file, Ruthie.
Juice.
Ruthie, the file is the file. The file is the file is the file. Whoever gets it, he who has the file is the king.
And you saying Officer Tally got the file?
And her and Vice,
her niece, right?
Her niece, and maybe she hang out with Lori. Yay. Yay.
I wonder, can you date an informant and not know, or do you know? That's what I want to know.
You can definitely date an
You say
informant.
you say you wouldn't know?
No, you wouldn't know unless they told you.
Huh.
They told you. One of my friends turned informant. And nobody knew. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely can, Ruthie. You gotta watch out.
Oh, we can race. It's informants are turning every day. You saw they went after Mike Madigan's son, right? Let me tell you what. If they go against Mike Madigan's son, everybody beneath them two is tricking.
You think they gonna snitch?
Without a doubt, Ruthie.
It's gonna be a rat race.
Yeah, a race. Yep. A rat race to the forefront.
Race.
All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. This has been a good one.
This too
Man,
much.
Ruthie, man, they have you in that room, and if you ain't the big fish, man, they be like, man, listen, man, we don't even want you.
Right, but no, think about it. That's what's happened. But this is what's happened. This is why I'm telling you the Madigan thing is gonna crumble, bro, sis. They have now brought his son into the game. Now, if you're on if it's a rat race, you saying to yourself, he might snitch. Remember what's old boy? Remember Whitey Bulger? Whitey Bulger was the murderer, killer, or whatever, and then when he finally got caught, he told on everybody else, right? Or he broke down the whole thing and told everybody. So my thing is, I feel like right now, Madigan is now got to make a whole different decision. Do I drag my son into this? I'm 80. They could put me away, but if my son gets 20 at 30, I'm just telling you. I don't know if he sticks. Oh, my bad. Chief Tally. All right, y'all.
What was we saying?
I started to call her. I ain't gonna tell you what I started to call her.
Good.
She plugged though. I think she might be plugged.
I think she running the West Side. If she from the West Side, she know everybody. She grew up there. She done worked her way up in the ranks. Dang.
Both ranks, all the ranks.
Dang. And her, this is deep.
Hey man, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you West Side Story. I could write a whole book about this.
I just can't.
Like I could make we could make a 1 hour special, like, and act it out. Do you know how dope this movie would be?
I just don't want the black lady to go down.
She not really. You good, trust me. I'm trying to tell you. She went all down. I'm telling you how this gonna work, okay? You had it. She gonna say, listen to this, judge. If they found my car with 80 plus bags of heroin in it and they released my car in 2 hours. You tell me how did that sound? Like it, that right there. They had two people and I think only the guy went down and the girl was driving. Like, possession goes to the driver off top.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she went to the crib and then like he did like a little couple of hours and then he out, the car returned. Oh man, Ruthie, nothing gonna happen. It's not even gonna be a court date set for that. Ever.
Oh no, it is. Cause the white cops is trying to get they ain't gonna let the story go. They gonna keep on putting it out there. I'm just letting you know. We found out a bit. We wasn't even supposed to know about this.
Or the Anjanette Young connection.
Wait, what was the Anjanette Young connection? Tell me that again. I forgot it.
The informant.
Oh, right there. And the informant was the one who gave the bad info on Anjanette Young. Okay. Now let me just say this. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say it because I live out west. So on that note, I'm gonna let that sit right there. But Friday, somebody need to talk to him. It's the Maze Jackson Show. But think about that though. Do the guys know? The guys must now know that he was an informant. Did the guys know he was an informant before?
No.
And that's the reason why he got to go to jail. So if you look at it,
nah, but if he go to jail, Riis, he still was already that. Now he was informing on Anjanette Young, so he been informing on other stuff. So now people gonna be like, oh, dog.
But he seemed like one of the world's dumbest criminals to me.
Oh, so that's the informant? Him?
The informant
was the one in the car?
Yep.
Oh, man.
West Side Story, man. I'm telling you, dog. We got to track this. I feel like I want to chart this out, but I probably shouldn't. Okay, I won't.
You know that be.
All right, we through talking about this story.
Talking about what?
Right.
Exactly.
What story?
What story?
What story? All right, y'all.
You got the wrong house. That's gonna be you next. Man. He gonna be saying that you got the wrong house.
Reese,
don't do it.
Oh, you think it's funny, Reese?
No.
Oh, you think that's funny?
No,
that's funny.
That was hilarious.
That's funny. Ha hell, motherfucker. No, all right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show, and now we got to get up out of here. Did we even do nothing on the paper today?
Yes, we did.
What did we do? We didn't do nothing on the paper except Madigan.
Black People First Party on the Southwest Side, 8422 South Damon, Greater Walter, Zion, AME, Saturday at 11 a.m.
We did something juicy and will be found out guilty today.
He already found guilty.
Well,
now will they lock him up straight out of jail?
Oh, no, he gonna get some.
They gonna be like,
community
come
service.
with us. Nah, they saying come with us.
If you ask people, are you an informant? Are you wearing a wire? Do they have to say yes?
No.
That's just on the TV?
That's just TV.
Damn.
Yeah, hold on. Well, it all depends. If you do have emotional discovery, you do have.
But I got you. But you went on site. I'm talking about in the minute.
Yeah, I'm talking about
you know people, because you know that's the urban myth. So, hey man, are you an informant? Because if you are, you know you got to tell me.
But so that's just TV.
No, that's some TV stuff. Hey, smoke this.
Yeah.
Hey.
And they probably gonna understand. Well, yeah, but nah, you were.
I wonder what Copa gonna say about this.
Nothing,
Ruthie. Right. She got the file, yo.
Nothing gonna happen.
She got a file on all of us. Right now, she got your file.
We just playing
Chief Tally. Chief Tally. We just
playing. We said we ain't know nothing about it.
84 bags your car returned in 2 hours. I got caught one time in college with a half a blunt, wasn't even lit, and I couldn't get my car back. You trying to tell me that really knock it off? Knock it off, Ruthie.
You ain't had a plug, dog.
I know.
Had a half a blunt. What
even lit yet. I'm going down. I gotta go get my car back.
84 bags.
Okay, I gotta ask y'all a question before we get out of here. This is so funny to me. All right, so I need y'all to think about this. I'm gonna put it up, but Ruthie, I've been going back and forth with myself, but at least for the summer, I am not getting up at 4:00 every day. I want to figure out what the best show time is. I was thinking maybe 1 to 3.
Yes.
Or 3 to 6. Why not?
I thought the idea was to preserve the kick it time. Kick it time is from
6 until.
What? No, it's 3
Happy
p.m.
hour start at 3.
It's 3 p.m. Maze in the summertime, man. Summertime shy, get in tune.
You don't do like happy hours in the summer at like different spots.
Reese, he does not have to do
Reese,
happy hours. That is for people who don't have money like us.
I just realized.
No. Actually, I haven't done happy hours only because I'm always trying to get home by 6.
Yeah.
Right, and then I feel like if I got a buzz, then it's like it take me longer to sleep, and then I be like trying to nudge my wife and all type of stuff, and I be like, yeah, how you feeling, right? And then they be like, damn, I gotta go to work.
Gotta get up.
Then I be like, she be like, sure. You ain't gonna do. I be like, wait, when I get home, and she be like, you ain't gonna do. I be so.
Yes, change the time, Maze.
Plus, I want to talk about changing the time. So maybe we'll have a conversation about that over the next week or so. But I'm trying to figure out what is the best time for all of us. I'm not quitting, so I just want to be clear. I am going to take a couple weeks off again, as I do quarterly. We'll do that as well. But I do want to talk to you about what time would work. See, I think 3 to 6, like, drive time. Like getting in the car, like on your way home. Like sort of how we're morning. But like then 3 to 6 is the time you go home. Now I don't know that happy hour is my motivation because no, I mean I'm saying I would like to go out after do after work, but 6 o'clock to me is still.
You still want to have a traditional structure.
Something.
You a traditionalist.
I am. Right? Why you got shoes on? See?
Oh.
Anyway,
here you go.
Anyway, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show.
It's like 9:17.
Now look, Ruthie gonna be calling. She gonna be trying to strike now. Like 15 minutes, you know the millennials be like, wait. Now remember, man, she got here at 6:15, but it's all good. I know I was late, but we supposed to get up out of here at 6 or 9 o'clock.
Why you acting like that, Maze?
That's you, Ruthie. It's the Maze Jackson Show, though. That's why I be acting like that. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze and Riis and Ruthie, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and